MonkaS got QB, Firefly, definitely new move to line, all of them. And then Levy and Notorious, and I believe Sniper are the main fraggers on Deimos for the most part. Correct me if I'm wrong though.
On Deimos, you could say that except Levi, who does more hard support things, everybody else is a fragment. You give freedom to either one of them and they will not get caught. So at the moment, maybe I can watch
No, actually.
Okay, so meanwhile, our team recovers from the sudden loss. We can still say with a guarantee that Villa will be very easy practice because both of these teams are going to play on quick adaptation and mid-round coordination. And that is where both of these teams excel because they have players.
Stream at full HD. Streaming at 1280 by 720 right now.
That was a weird interruption there. So meanwhile, we still recover from our loss of data input, you could say. So the main thing to note here is that Villa is a very coordination-based map anyway, because you will think that, hey, you have this strat early round and you're in your preparation, but then things will happen mid-game and you will just throw those strats into the dustbin because that is just how this map goes.
Yeah, definitely. Once the walls get open, sometimes everything just goes to a random mess of flurry and people just swinging each other, getting kills, getting refrags. We'll have to see how that goes for them. But I guess we could, meanwhile, do some speculation on the bans, since I believe the stream can maybe see them. We unfortunately cannot.
Wait, the stream can see that? I am not certain
I'm
about
assuming.
that.
Not sure.
Okay, so we just got the input. We have a Blackbeard, Montaigne, Clash, and a Wamai ban on the board, guys. So that Blackbeard ban is basically targeted. It's probably against Deimos Force because Deimos Force has some of the most wonkiest Blackbeard players. And no, Mr. Spectator, we are not able to watch the stream at the moment. We do hear the sound.
Okay, it's back. Alright, finally, as we head into round number 1, downstairs. Kitchen and living. So,
and already there is a written statement being made by Tsukishima Goat as he whips onto the blitz.
Yeah, they're not waiting around. Oh, acha, curiously, we didn't actually see a Thatcher ban on Villa. A lot of times you just see a Thatcher ban since it is heavily utility reliant, right? And especially with the meta these days, a lot of teams just bring loads of utility and you need to clear that out. And people just like to ban out Thatcher straight up so that their utility is safe as defenders. So it's a bit of a curious non-ban. I guess they went for Blackbeard over him this time. But we'll see how that plays out for them. They are playing a bit of a utility role still with the Legion, Melusi, Mute, Valkyrie, and I guess the Jaeger too. So we'll have to see how that goes on.
Yeah, one more key thing to note here is the Wamai ban. Because we don't know who banned it, but nonetheless, the key advantage of banning Wamai is that you do not have to sink too much of your time into the utility game, which is frustrating Pengu particularly these days, but it does frustrate everybody else.
Yeah, and definitely.
Yeah, it's like both the bans, the Monty and the BB bans, are anti-frustrating bans instead of the utility game. And like as we talked about both the playstyles of these teams, they are not very heavily strat-based or procedure-based, but they are all about that mid-round adaptation, when to peek, when not to peek, when to burst into sight, and when to be extremely slow as a snail. So that is just the kind of play that they do. And Mr. Spectator, I think your stream paused again. But still, thankfully, we do have the...
Well, I mean, the Monty ban didn't stop Tsukishima, right, at all. He just went for blitz. He's like, I'm still gonna play the shield, dude. And as we heard, some jackals here. Not really sure what's happening on stream, unfortunately. Maybe you could try switching it to screen sharing.
Yeah, we don't need the sound. We are fine without the sound as well.
Rainbow does like to pull tricks on us anyways.
Yeah, so coming back to the ops, the blitz pick is a bit of a toss-up because it is not a very advantageous operator. Either it works or it straight up just gets pummeled into the ground, you would say.
Yeah, definitely. I guess at least they can't play Blackbeard right behind him. So that's a little consolation there for their opponents. But we'll have to see how it goes as yet again. Can't see how it's going.
There was this game previously between Vanquished and MRCV, and essentially what happened was Blackbeard was peeking bullet holes and melee holes with his shield throughout the rounds.
Oh,
Imagine the kind of builds involved in that.
yeah, a frustration.
Yeah, Mr. Spectator, we still cannot actually touch this game. Hard to speculate, but given the sight of dining and kitchen, things can go down really quickly there because the attackers were not carrying any special vertical ops. They were instead carrying more of, you could say, the disruption operators.
Yeah, they're
Hey,
just
the
trying
stream is
to
back.
get in. Okay, so it's a 1v2. We're in. 30 seconds remaining. And it's a Jaeger versus the Blitz and Jackal. Jackal is going for a plant. Jaeger is trying to get the pre-fires and he will get one of them, but no, the Blitz will run in ADSing onto the onto the Jaeger rather, and take him out. That's the first round going to Deimos Force.
Blitz doing
No,
blitzkrieg things. What do you say about it?
Yeah.
Ultimately, Jaeger just kills one guy but is unable to flick to the head of Tsukishima Goat. And
Yeah, the shield does still cover up good part of your body even when you're ADSing. So that's a bit of an advantage you always have. But you don't really always expect the shield to go in an ADS. At this point, you would usually just expect a Blitz to just rush down on the Jaeger and flash him. But I guess they were both on low HP, so I didn't really want to take any risks. Especially with a Jaeger gun, that can just melt you in pieces.
there is this very intriguing thing about how Tsukishima plays Blitz. His method is that sometimes he will just choose not to flash people because he is so confident on his ADS skills on that Blitz. I have seen that happen at least 4 to 5 times in just one game, that he will choose not to go after somebody and flash them and will just shoot them up. So that is just speaks volumes about the kind of potential that this guy has.
Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of times people just don't expect the Blitz to just ADS out of nowhere, so that also gives him a bit of an advantage there of uncertainty from the defenders. They don't know what's going to happen, and then the Blitz just goes ADS and just taps you in the head. What are you going to do about it? So that's really a good strategy. I mean, if you can aim that well, right, which he clearly can. So that's really, really good for him.
Yeah, so coming back to the defense at hand, we see that the defenders choose to go back to kitchen and dining again, which is not seen in competitive play normally because people tend to switch their sides every time they lose it. So there is something definitely in the mind of MonkaS that they think they could fix.
Yeah, they're one of they just have a different primary site than others, I guess. So they just don't really want to rush into one of those usual suspects of going to sites on Villa, of Aviator or Trophy. They just want to hold on one last time, hopefully, if they can, to get the round winner.
Yeah, and as we see again, there is this light roam clear going on, but again, there is no buck or sledge at play. So will your vertical play be enough to cut off all those avenues that the defenders so repeatedly use? And hey, I was expecting QB to be on side denying the rushes with the Ella, but that is not the case. Instead, we are seeing a two-man roam come up, both from the Melusi and QB.
He's playing the shotgun as well.
Oh,
Dude,
boy.
if you get caught off guard by the shotgun, that could be a disaster for any team, especially with Ella. She's a 3-speed runs around and has a really, really good shotgun that just spams people. As we do see a bandwidth coming in, and the Ash will be picked off by the smoke, I believe. That was near the site somewhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Sophia is in the search of Ella. She is aware that Ella is somewhere inside Aviator, but she's not really sure where she might have rotated off to. So she's just walking around trying to find it. They did have the Blitz in play, trying to hunt her as well, but the Melusi is right there to support the Ella. We'll see how that goes for them, as the Blitz himself does lose his HP, going down to about 30, I believe. So Sophia pushes and gets rid of Ella. Tsukishima will take out the Melusi elsewhere. So yeah, a big comeback there from their early man loss of their Ash, but they get 2 men to bring it back. The two are well, the Blitz is a bit low on HP. The smoke can do wonders. As unfortunately, the Zofia charge didn't really do anything there. So
Yeah,
unfortunately, for
so
Snow.
the roam play turned out to be surprising because they managed to scratch off 2 minutes of the board from the attackers, and that is the winner of the race. Sniper wants candy. Now I can play Tsukishima both all day long, but then again, you also have three very capable players in the team. Now just speaking of that, Notorious on the support role just snipes off the head of the Val. Never mind, the Jaegers, excuse me. And the execute comes in. It's a 3 versus 1. Smoke trying his best. He's on a double kill, holding a shotgun. Will he be able to kill the Zo as well? And the suspension of our
Wait to
stream.
find out what happens.
We shall find out in the next episode of Dragon
Oh,
Ball
there we
Z.
go. No, he
Yeah,
didn't.
we did find out now.
Did we?
So
Yeah.
in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, we and find out that the site collapse from Deimos Force is again too good for MonkaS to handle. Their roam play was surprisingly good. There was this lack of information from Deimos Force that could have plagued them, but they managed to get the roam clear very easily. And then ultimately the site anchors just couldn't do much. The smoke had a shotgun in hand when our stream paused, right? So I was like, huh, magic
might
can
just
happen
conquer.
over here.
Yeah.
But
Sure. So now they will be changing the side after losing their 2 times in a row, which is like at the least you would expect from team at this point. So we're glad to see that they're going to aviate it this time. However, last round I would like to say there was a very less time remaining, and MonkaS just lost most of their gunfights straight up. They could have won them, but unfortunately it didn't really work out. We saw the Jaeger lose to the Hibana, and then the smoke initially whiff a little, but he did manage to get the sledge, I believe, but by then it was too little too late as well. Rushed out to Deimos Force did manage to wipe out MonkaS as they had to the last few seconds, and then the Zofia came in with the finishing shot.
yeah, I will agree with you there. Jaeger's peek into laundry was kind of ill-advised, especially because funneling through that door is not a very pleasant experience as an attacker. But in the end, you do have to make those risks sometimes. You're already at a man deficit, so we can understand his opinion. So we are seeing a Goyo pick over here. With the Ella, that makes it for a total of 3 sheiks. So there is this extra stall out factor, and we already saw previous round that the drone game from Deimos Force is kind of shoddy at times. So if their fraggers can be, segmented and cordoned off, then MonkaS does have a legitimate chance. And Villa is one of their missed maps as well, period.
Yeah, definitely. They are basing most of their gameplay off of their fraggers right now, especially as we see with the Blitz as well as Snow. They're going for extensive roam clear instead of a side push. They just really like to clear out. As we saw, the Blitz was on the top floor, and then a few seconds left in the round, we saw him clearing basement all on his own without any drones or anything. Right? So yeah, the dudes spent a lot of time on their roam clear, but it has been showing very good results for them so far, so we'll have to see how it keeps going. As Snow gets the entry break, that's Firefly gone. Your Jaeger, unfortunate for him, but luckily it was not an operator like, let's say, Legion or... Yeah, this one only Legion, since they are not really playing any smoke. So yeah, his utility was already placed, he's safe, even though you did lose your hand. Goyo goes for a bit of a C4 through the floor, wouldn't find anything, as he is back on the TCSG. We did see a fall off of TCSG, right? A while back, but now they buffed it back again.
Yeah, they apparently buffed the damage range of the gun, so its damage, suddenly just doesn't disappear anymore, but it still has this very wonky recoil that makes you question your aiming experience, so to say. So, yeah, Jaeger gets picked off really early, and Deimos Force has a lot of map control already, so as a defender, you are already getting pinched from a lot of angles, and also, the thing to note is that guys, you really need that smoke to be there. He's one of the best counters to Blitz. 2 ticks of damage and Blitz would be like a one shot from a TCSD, right? So, yeah, so I think MonkaS is going for the frag route against Deimos Force, but so far it really is not paying any dividends for Deimos Force to top of their frag game. And have another Dragon Ball Z episode advertisement going on.
Yep,
As our
wait to see
stream-
what happens.
Yeah, so we shall find out the next episode that releases don't know. There was this one very comedic event which happened in the second round. Do you remember? Zofia impacts the floor, but that does apparently nothing.
Oh yeah, in trophy.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah,
Once
in the
trophy
statue.
was the
Statue.
in the statue, yeah, sorry. So yeah, I think that often just gets blocked because of the carpet there. It did take out the carpet, but it didn't take out the floor below.
See,
So
normal people will say it's a bug. Okay, our next season resumes, so I'll pause my attempted joke right there. Hey, MonkaS managed to win that round. That must be a nice defense. Okay, so Mr. Spectator informs us that Ella Shotgun has made some kind of wondrous play. Could you show us the scoreboard, please?
yeah, QB did get 2 pieces, I believe.
Yeah, I think he got a two-piece because he did not kill anybody before. We are not so sure about that. But either way, Ella Shotgun, close quarter defense. You know the drill. People just
Finally
have to
getting
die.
around on the board. We'll have to see how that goes. Yeah, so about the statue carpet again, right? So
Yeah,
basically,
so-
it has been causing a lot of issues for a lot of
No, no,
teams
no,
for
no,
a
no,
while
no,
now.
no, no, no,
from
no,
what
no,
I've
no.
heard.
Wait. Let me explain that. So
Yeah.
normal people will say it's a Ubisoft bug, but I say that it is a blessing from the Carpet King himself. You know the new show Mirzapur is released recently.
No, actually,
Carpet King has a lot of influence in a lot of places. Maybe he's just doing voodoo magic all over Rainbow Six Siege.
yeah, he's just fixing matches in favor of MonkaS.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for them, they still lost out the round. But oh, well.
Basically got carpet in the house. Nobody knows what's inside it. So yeah, coming back to the game, we are seeing some cheeky valve cams going on for the bed, but I don't know how effective that is when you have an IQ on the board. And IQ will not scan for things when she is mid gunfight or late round sometimes, but she will definitely use that scanner early now. So,
Yeah, once you're on the balcony, I believe that's where you're usually pushing from with your IQ clearing the gadgets near side. You'll be really easily able to scan up the cancer. But we'll see. I guess how that goes and how the G8 goes. I think he is playing the G8. That if you can see the extended role and see all the utility they're bringing. There we go. Yep, definitely playing the G8. We do see a lot of claymores from the side of Deimos, however. It's not really something you see a lot, but then again, I guess since you're not playing Nomad, you just might as well bring that.
yeah, the good thing to have is that at least now you have a buff that can compensate for the lack of vertical thingies previously, so that is good, nice.
Yeah,
Snow
interesting peak coming
goes
out.
on a very early gunfight there, but the defender
Almost
scampers
lost his
off.
head there.
Yeah,
To QB, I believe that was just pre-firing it.
so 2 minutes left. We know the drill at this point. The attackers are going for a steady side take. Now, the only thing that is relevant is can the defenders hold off that pinch play inside bedroom, because this push only really succeeds when you have pressure both from bedroom and both from this landing area.
Yeah, I think Hibana's still outside on the balcony trying to make sure the bedroom is clear and then probably go for a wall open and so she could hold a really long angle towards trophy through statue. Her team could push in, get the plant down, and then it's just work back after that. As we do see flashbangs come in, and well, the Goyo does get flashed, but no real push coming in. They're
Yeah,
on
but-
the brink of running.
One doesn't have anybody to actually deal with that. That is a bummer.
Yeah, they do look really ready. Sophia's right there though. I believe she could just throw. Yeah, she's worried about someone being behind the statue. No one is there, however. But yeah, they're on the edge of just running in. The Blitz is there. The Sophia is there.
Yeah, so surprisingly, some kind of fake push plant call has been made from the side of Team Sports. They popped their 2 smokes, but nobody actually went inside. So we have another season transition going on our stream, guys. So we would like to apologize for that, but honestly, this round is a toss-up. Only a spectator can guide us through what happened.
Oh, 40 seconds.
Hey, we are
Flying.
back.
Levi tries to run and gets shot down from behind, I believe, but Sniper will trade out definitely a noob on the Goyo there. It is a 2v3, Sniper trying to get that kill, but Notorious will be successful in actually doing that. Gets QB done, but I move to line will take out Notorious himself. Solid to Sniper on the IQ with the GA, tries to run into side, gets hit with a ton of stuff. Ella mines impact from below. And all that 14 seconds left, he does still have two members of MonkaS to take out. He spots one, the Legion on red stairs, tries to pre-fire into him, but the lack of time means he has to run into him, and the Legion gets a kill from the dropping IQ. So 2-2.
Nice counterplay from MonkaS over there. They just realized very well what kind of push was coming up. And now, obviously, it is easier for us to recognize that because we have all these silhouettes going on. But they realized it early, their positioning was good, and they countered their push really well. Also, one more thing to note is that Deimos Force actually did not play the utility game at all because Ella mine is triggering, Goyo shields are still subsisting. So you are really allowing the defenders to hold certain power positions that they should not be allowed to hold without those shields.
Yeah, definitely. If IQ was pushing in from there, you'd think that at that point they had some sort of solution to the Ella mine. They knew because IQ looked surprised she hit the Ella mine. It wasn't. It didn't really look like she was expecting to hit an Ella mine, but we could be wrong. But we'll see how that goes from here. They are finally bringing out a Nomad now. So yeah, the flank hold will be better. The blitz is still persisting. And unfortunately for MonkaS, they have to go back down to kitchen. We'll see how that goes for them third time.
Yeah, I think there is this lack of fear factor in MonkaS now as their confidence grows slowly and slowly. I am not really able to see the impact of Blitz in in the previously past rounds because Blitz entering into a large room is basically an ant just walking up to your slipper and saying, "Hey, I exist." So you know what happens to the ant next, right? So Blitz, no matter how wonderful his shield is and whatnot, he is still kind of difficult to play through when you are entering a large room, particularly large room.
Yeah, right now Blitz is just ADSing people from far away, so he's basically just playing a normal operator with a pistol. But we'll see how it goes in this round, since I guess in the first two rounds in kitchen entries, we did see Blitz play a big role in roam clear and Kid taking care of all the roaming operators and then being the spearhead as it goes to the side. But 30 seconds in, no one really inside yet. That's not usually common from Deimos, right? As for the last few rounds, they've been inside as soon as the possibility can. A bit of a lag coming out here from Firefly on the Legion. Let's hope we don't see any disconnects for today.
Oh no, our season is going on well right now. All the episodes are streaming as it was foretold, so that is nice. Again, Mr. Spectator, could you please expand the inventory of the attackers? Yeah, so Zukia has a claymore again, and nobody has breach charges. So this play of getting vertical control is really questionable. Because if you are Demon's Force right now, you are hoping to get some picks above. But really, if the defenders are not giving it to you, then your vertical presence is worthless because you just do not have the vertical things.
Yeah, Firefly tried to get the pick. He is aware of Ash dropping into double, but no real angle for him to shoot her through. I mean, as far as vertical plays go, they are technically bringing Ash and Zofia. Ash, who is a support operator now, yay, man. So we'll have to see how that goes. But usually, yeah, you would expect an extra set of recharges on either Zofia, Hibana, or even Ash herself. Maybe even Blitz, I guess. But usually, you just go.
All the plays coming in from the Jaeger again. As both people cannot land each other, but the Jaeger does find that perfect pixel onto the head of the Nomad, and that is your flank watcher of the board. And your Legion's roam play is over once again. He was playing in the similar area, but then again he managed to distract the Ash and possibly eat some drones as well. So MonkaS is doing well so far. They do have the upper hand. And as I say that, Jaeger needs another poison peak, possibly on a similar angle. Doesn't win it this time though. So again, it's all about how the anchors are going to handle the situation because it is the exact same situation as they had their first two times of kitchen defense.
Yeah, Ash at the war with the carpet again. Will trying to be getting an angle, but the carpet just doesn't.
Yeah, I think that is just a spoiler for the ending of season 2, honestly. But I cannot.
No spoilers. Blitz
Yeah.
low on HP again, but he does take out the Ella. So that was Ella thing in the basement. So go down Blitz to find her and go down and let her out. 10 seconds remain. It is a 4v2, but most of their operators are on low HP for Deimos. For MonkaS does manage to get to the spy move to line and definitely a move getting one each. But Notorious comes in, gets rid of a move to line, and Sniper elsewhere will take out definitely a noob, and they will be continuing on their losing streak on kitchen and dining, unfortunately for them.
Monka is trying their best. They do have certain particular things going in their favor, but it just isn't enough. As in the end, the frag power of Demon's Force just comes up on top. Uh, Yeah, so dining and kitchen really not working out from them for them. All three of their losses are on that side, guys.
Yeah.
So that really has to be an undesirable situation, you could say.
Hopefully they do manage to get another round here, because usually you do expect to go 4-2, but right now the tiebreaker is in the hands of Deimos for the for the half of the map. We'll have to see how it goes. From history, I guess at this point it is going to go 3-3 since they did manage to win out Aviator last time they went there. But we will see how it goes. It is more or less the same lineup. I believe they didn't have a Nomad, but they do have a Nomad this time. Levi isn't really having that good of a match, unfortunately for him. But he is still playing his support roles really nicely and putting down all the flank punches. So you can't really just measure something by kills at this level of play.
Yeah, and also there are certain players like Psycho and Arsenal today who play hardcore fragging or Hibana, so you can't really say definitively if Hibana is actually doing support work or not. But Levi certainly is, because if you are a person who has to do droning and flank watch and everything for four people who are very eager to kill people, right? So it is a very daunting task.
Oh, QP going for this cheeky peeks, but he doesn't see anyone and just instantly goes back, which is smart on him because with the aim on Deimos Force, if they literally spotted it the second lane and QP was late to react, it had to be off by now. So just going for a quick peek and then backing off is really smart decision as Ash goes for a drone, but the Jaeger looking for footsteps will miss the drone right on the spot, but it does manage to stick back to it and takes out the Ash's drone. Ash will be deciding she needs to move out elsewhere, but the Legion is right below her. For a second, I just thought the Legion was gonna impact the window and jump out.
I think that is probably a team call that made her leave that position, perhaps. So the kind of push coming up from Deimos was exactly the same. Now my eyes particularly want to go towards QB because I have seen him do some absolutely ridiculous things on Ella on this side before, and I'm just having nostalgia. Oh my goodness, Tsukishima could get smothered off, wiped off the board, playing that split in ADS not quick enough, and Ella. I'm so sorry, my man. But Sniper wants candy, wakes up, triple kill!
Okay. Yeah, Sniper just going off there. Really nice shot from Lou, but yeah, Sniper just isn't having any of it. Takes off 3 players in quick succession, and well, his team is at the advantage again, 2v4. Looking really strong now for Deimos Force, especially considering there's over a minute left, and Legion is offside. So if they do manage to realize that, they will just rush side, maybe take out the Valkyrie, and yeah, but we'll see if they have.
Yeah, Legion doing his best Caveira play over there, but I don't think it will work out given the lack of his utility. The impact certainly not enough to do much from below. As the flank gets called out, Ash is very wary of it. But now they are also wary of the fact that there's like this one poor chap called Valk that is left in there. As I say poor,
Oh, she got shot from below. Oh, really well played there from Firefly, just going for default. But I guess at this point, Monka should have tried to not go for default. But they are going in again as it is still a 3 to find the Ash. It does impact the right spot, but the plant is down by that point. It's all up to the Valkyrie to try to make some impact from inside and Legion from the outside, who unfortunately can't really push in, as we do easily see Sniper wants Candy just holding the Legion. Yep, he's injured. It's all up to Valkyrie. And oh, nice shot there from Valkyrie pushing up onto the red hallway. Still a 2v2 with the Legion down. She will have to go for the revive, but that will leave her with less and less time to clutch the round out. 14 seconds remaining as the flashbang from Ash just wasting a lot of time and passive angles being held by Deimos Force will lose out by the round's over. It's less than 4 seconds. Ash knows she's won it, even though I moved the line does manage to get the kill on Notorious. Snow will finish it out, and that's the half towards Deimos Force.
me my entire predictions. Did my sentence get interrupted? Yeah, I think it did. So I'll just repeat that. So the enemy is the one of the teams is asking for a rehost at the moment. So essentially, I was underestimating the value of Legion below, and he impacts and kills one of their planters. Now, if he was able to get the second kill from that angle as well, he would have been truly the round differential maker. Wild threw a C4. Wild already got one very beautiful kill over there, but that C4 missed sadly. So the play was not enough. Still a very nice retake attempt coming up from MonkaS as we are taking a risk. So see you in a very short moment, guys. It will be a very quick rehost.
इसमें desktop audio included है ना? You sure, right?
Desktop audio हमारा audio तो नहीं जाएगा.
बल्कि scroll down, you see the desktop audio.
नीचे
right?
desktop audio है. Oh. tiered 6-pack indeed. So the alibi
Okay,
is
welcome back everyone to the stream as we are going back into after the rehost for 2 second half of the match. We did see the first half go in the favor of Deimos scores 4-2. Really well played there by them for the half. We did see an impressive 3K there by Zofia, 4K rather, as they did manage to kill the Legion as well. So yeah, really nice round there from Cypher Once Candy as we are switching on to the second half.
yeah. So Villa is one of those maps right now that is not very defender sided, and I am glad for that because if all maps get defender sided, the game does become a bit stale in my opinion. So having an attacker sided map like this, or you could say coastline, that is indeed more how you would say flat because there's more flat plays. It's more
Yeah,
practice.
often it's the role of coastline to be the attacker side of the map. But I guess these days we do see a lot of times we do see Villa being either. It's usually half and half. A lot of times these days for some reason, right? But yeah, we did see the attackers get the advantage. You'll see how the new attackers do it, which is MonkaS.
Yeah, Villa games can go very neck and neck.
So we are seeing our first ace of the match being played. I guess you do have a free slot to change out the operators if you're not playing Blitz everywhere. Who would have thought?
Does free up your plus 1 operator slot indeed. And I would go so far as to say that Ace's gun is objectively better than Ivana's gun.
Oh yeah, but definitely AK-12 just shreds. As you say that, Snow just takes out the Ash downstairs. Oh well. Good crack for them. Not looking good for Monka so far as well. The Valkyrie just casually chilling down there, getting picks. And Monka hasn't really managed to make the building for the most part either. They are held up inside statue and trophy though. So yeah, we'll see. I believe Ace threw a smoke.
Your entry fragger in the form of Ash already gets sent off the door by Valk. Even though that is a pea shooter, but still, if you can just snap to the head, then everything else is irrelevant. No matter if you have an AK-12 or whatever. So there is this vertical presence as well from the Valk. Now, if MonkaS chooses not to deal with that Valkyrie and is not able to breach this wall, then materializing a push is very challenging. You see a double breach attempt from the. That is an incorrect way to breach. Firefly, I hope you are aware that the spider things were nerfed recently. But either way,
Yeah.
both of those charges get sent off. Now you are.
I guess that's why he has to put them lower down, right? So
Yeah, and that is
they
why
get-
Hibana is more popular on this map as well because she's
Definitely.
harder
They
to
still
impact
managed to get the impact rate out. Yeah, unfortunate there for them. Oh yeah, correction by the way. He did use one of his ace charges to take out the Goyo shield earlier on.
Oh no.
So yeah, Snow just going off takes out QB. We do have a bit of server issue. Hopefully it's not affecting our players here. But most of Monka is on really low HP. Mine is the IQ who does manage to take out the Valkyrie downstairs. 30 seconds remaining as we head into back to face the Levi on whom that Goyo will take out definitely a noob, and the IQ will be taken out as well. Levi turns around and gets the final kill onto Firefly. So really well played there from him, as I'm not sure if that's a suppressor or an extended barrel, as you have no idea what the.
That is an extended
that's
barrel.
an
There is some kind of science thing with this because Vector's fire rate is, insane. It's like around what 1200 something in real life as well. So it needs this massive suppressor. Otherwise, the barrel will just heat too much and the gun won't be able to fire. So yeah, just some. The more you know, star insert transition animation.
Today
is there.
in gun mechanics.
Yeah. So that's the thing. But Snow, he may have died in the end in the hands of IQ. But you know what else died? Monka SS push.
Yeah.
Their attention was so split. Yeah, our spectator is having a chuckling. He's chuckling at that joke. Yes, so I would like to tap myself at the back for making a successful joke finally. So as we move on to the 8th round now.
There's a bit of a juggle there from Tsukishima as he goes from Jaeger to Warden to Bandit. Yeah, he does take the Bandit so as they go downstairs to Dining, which, well, unfortunately was a really bad sight for Monka as in the previous half. You see how Deimos puts their twist on it, right? So, That was interesting to see. They are bringing double hard breaches now. That's the Ace as well as the Hibana. And Thatcher as Sophia.
I do not think that makes sense. Bringing both Hibana, like, this is not Clubhouse. You do not need to breach much. And there's one more thing. If you think about bringing the bandit is not necessarily a world denying thing. You just place it. He's primarily playing it for the MP7, which quite honestly is quite a ridiculous gun for talented players. Like, even though it has like 30 damage, but 900 RPM does make wonders happen in your hands.
Definitely. I almost thought Thatcher shot dashed.
Yeah, I was
on the other
scared as
side
well.
of the map. I was like, okay. So yeah, apparently, as you said, but like then again, right? Last time they just got double impacted, so maybe this time they're just trying to burn the utility of the defenders and then go for the actual breach with their other operator.
Yeah, but there are
We'll have to
certainly
see how
more
it goes.
efficient ways to do that, right? You could sledge nade, you could Zofia stun the impact guy, because the impact guy without sound is kind of useless. He's just
Yeah, and they're not even playing a Jaeger, so that would be quite convenient for them to grenade or Zofia charge. And well, Oma is already banned, but we'll have to see if the pulse catches some people upstairs. As QP is droning, he will be making his entry soon upstairs, I believe, for the soft beach, as Valkyrie does spot the drone.
the
And we
place
do
where
have
QB was last seen. There is an impending doom scanning right below him, and both people know that they can't get C4 to the that is lucky. Now, as he makes this very smart angle to cut off the pulse plays, pulse will still keep continuing to give that intel. He's this, this boom boom way. That is the scary thing if you are playing vertical. Another issue is that because you brought two hard breachers, who will play vertical for you guys? So, Mr. Spectator, can you expand the inventory thing again?
They have
No
four
breach charges
C4s as
again!
well. No breach charges, and they have 4 C4s. They can just go all out. They did use one from the bandit, but they can just start exploding them from below. The pulse can just yellow ping them. So we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, they're not really. They're very highly focused on vertical play. They're just not bringing the right utility.
Yeah, no, but like I know both the teams are very talented and stuff, but these things do make me go mad because honestly, why are you pushing vertically if you don't have vertical ops, guys? It is kind of a disrespect towards the mechanics of the game, in my opinion. Now, Ash will take a lot of HP off from Pulse anyway, but 35 seconds left, guys. There is not enough map control in your hand as there is a flank coming off as well. Vertical game is not enough, but apparently, hello, my predictions just go to the wayside as all the kills come up to the way of MonkaS and Valk, even though she retakes the top floor. There is he tries to kill one guy, misses, lands shots on the tree for some reason. That is not very environment friendly. Neither are all those bullets that the AK-12 fired, but in the end, Zora does get the magic done. The plant is down, and the Valk is in a rather, you could say, hopeless clutch situation because not only is the shooter, it's a retake on the 4v1. And definitely,
As you
noob
said,
will-
that Thatcher just takes her head off.
definitely a noob will definitely take off the Valk any hopes of clutching the round anywhere. So well played from MonkaS, man. I have to slap myself now, honestly. Let's see if you can hear it on stream, right? 1 minute.
Right. Yeah, some more slap time. There we
I
go.
don't
We
know how
heard
much
it.
of it came. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
it came.
I am barraging MonkaS for not bringing vertical breach ops. Honestly, the
Yeah, but they
angles are
did
not bad.
manage to wait. Okay, it's working. Okay,
I
they
mean-
did manage to get the kills through their vertical hold. Still, the Ash did get a couple of kills there. So
Yeah,
good for her.
so like apparently Jora with the AK-12 just goes into laundry, kills 2 people, then the remaining defenders decide to relocate. And the 2 or 3 angles that were made are apparently enough to kill or at least damage of those people. And Monka has win that round anyway. I just need to stop making these predictions, dude. Like honestly, how the never
Let's go
mind.
let the round play out at this point, I guess. Just see where it goes. Naturally.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So coming back to the round at hand, we do see them going towards library. Not really a common site to hold at all, from what we've seen for the most part. Especially in this round, that's the first time we are seeing it. What are your thoughts on that?
This is a very interesting site. You can certainly make it work, but you will have to hold at places that are not the sites. So you will try to play above. You will try to extend into the memorial area. Now, I do not remember exactly where, but there was a rotation made somewhere for the hallway. and that honestly is a nice decision for the side because spoiler alert, I'll be your free teacher for the newer guys. This site sucks because you can just attack library and plant and nothing can deny the plant. So that is why
Your,
this site is
your
not played
lurking
much.
presence and your roaming presence is really, really important here.
That is
As we
the
do
key
see
to winning this
basically
site.
all of them offside. So, and a cap can,
Oh my
as well
god.
as a vigil. So yeah, they definitely are relying on getting the damage done offsite early on, as well as with the Capcan and the vigil, and they do have the maestro for the remote plant demand.
And
So yeah,
honestly,
they don't
just
really.
that pure surprise factor as well.
Yeah, hopefully they don't they are assuming the MonkaS wasn't really prepared for attacking this at all. We'll see.
Oh
As
no.
Notorious unfortunately does get dropped, leaving them in an even worse position than they started off in, considering the site, but we'll see. They're still defending, right? So they still have quite a good chance of winning.
The Capcan traps can still make a lot of magic happen for you, certainly.
No, might just get the Ash, but no, he doesn't. Reacts a little too late. Ash just runs and off him, but Ash is expecting the repeat. Then tries to light him up through the wall as well, but no, he does manage to run back. Ash running after him with the pistol cap, peeking from up above. Oh, but no, QP will be getting the kill, but Levi drags onto Jorah. Ash will be pushing up. Ash and Hibana both of them there. Ash is free-firing QP, trying to get any follow-up frags he can.
Yeah, Capcan has to be the playmaker over here, both in terms of his EDDs and also in terms of his gun, which now recently got the 1.5x as well. So Capcan is a very undervalued operator currently. So 4v5, not a very pleasant situation to be in, and on a
Bit of
weaker
blind
side.
C4 there. But yeah, Levi gets taken out from the Ash. 5v3. Oh, 2v5. 2v4. What? Sorry. Counting. Words, numbers. Okay, so 2v4 situation. Both of them are on site. The Valkyrie does not have a C4. Maestro does have both of his scams, I do believe, but we'll have to see how much that counts for us. 50 seconds remain. It is still winnable for Deimos, by all means, but we'll have to see how they stack up in their gunfights as the smoke comes in, and well, then again, the lack of C4 might hurt them as well. It does manage to find a way behind the bookcase. This is a rather strong position to hold, as he can shoot anyone that tries to come in. He might be holding the other side. Okay, really nice shot there from Tsukushima. 2v3 situation, but the mic gets taken out elsewhere. He does have the diffuser down, 6 seconds to go. If he manages to survive this, he will be able to get the round. He shoots QB, but well, runs out of bullets, and his gun doesn't unfortunately do enough damage to take QB out. And yeah, that's the round to MonkaS.
Man, other than that 4v5 mishap that happened over there, you see exactly what MonkaS did, and that is why this site is not played much. It is, you open the library wall, nothing can deny your plant over there unless you smoke it off and allow somebody to get where Tsukishima was. And honestly, if his wingman was still alive in that 2v2 situation, he probably would have touched it. There's nobody above him. Nobody's actually watching the breach. Nobody actually knows that Valk has come off over there. So those smokes, they are strategically. No, not fun. But yeah, MonkaS does manage to win it anyway because their side pressure overall was extremely tactile and well placed.
We've got you guys offered the break. Oh, we hope. Okay, welcome back to our rehost simulator 2020 as we head up into the game after the second rehost. It is 5-4 now, and MonkaS does seem to be on the brink of comeback. However, we'll have to see how the rehost affected their momentum, unfortunately. So,
Uh,
yeah, Deimos Force and MonkaS.
Buzzer,
Round
let me
10.
ask you this question.
Alright, go
Very
ahead.
simple question. Is MonkaS on the verge of a comeback?
They might be.
That was the team you rooted for, man.
They might be, dude. I have faith. I have faith.
You're,
They're
you're,
going all
you're
in.
not
They're
very
getting those
confident.
rounds. Attacker sided Villa is in full force. So yeah, sure. We'll see where they go for from here, right?
Yeah, I would
Let's just
agree to that.
wait and see at this point. But yeah, then again, that's the point, right? After the rehost, you have to see if their momentum is still with them or if they manage to, lose it in the rehost. So yeah, we'll see. Round 10.
Round 10 is about to commence as the defenders go back to Gopi and Statuary. Now, we did see a lot of very impressive plays coming out from both the Valk and the remaining defenders as the attackers just could not materialize a push that was sustained enough to make anything happen. So, will MonkaS be able to adapt and improvise and make that push happen this time, or will it be a repeated tale?
Yep. Well, they are going to trophy now, so they do have a history of winning on that side. We'll have to see how that goes with them, however, as well. I mean, so far, sides have been playing a really influential role, right? As no one no one could win kitchen defense. Not MonkaS, they went there thrice actually, and not Deimos Force, they went there just now, and then absolutely no one has won Library because we just saw it once. So
Yeah, like it was
that's
also plagued by this very
Library was just uh, surprise, honestly, for the most part.
but it's
The
fun
one
to
bit
watch.
fighter with it. Yeah, I mean, different sites are always nice to see and to look at how the teams are planning because a lot of times the teams believe they have something different from others to go to such sites, right? They believe they have innovative enough to bamboozle their opponents, and they possibly might have, considering how close the round did come, if they didn't lose up it.
And we see the both Mana and is present again, but this time for the right side. As very predictably, the Vara get impacted. But the second
Yep,
move
and
will
Ash
be
gets
successful.
C4 from below, I believe. She lost a lot of HP there.
That impending gnome from below does come now.
Yep, Snow especially playing. Yeah, that was Snow C4, as you can see. He's really, really good right now with his MPX and his C4s. So, yeah, good on him. As he holds downstairs again as he did last time. I believe QB is going to be attempting to go for a clear, but Snow just is missing any shots. Takes out Firefly, that's your ace con. As well, that does give a bit of a morale boost to Sniper apparently as he goes out hunting for any people lurking around the site. But Jorah takes out Snow. That's your Valkyrie con.
Oh, almost a very beautiful correct over there from Levi, but sadly that does not happen. Snow actually leaves after being killed. It's almost like alt F4ing, but that is not the case. Maybe there is some technical error at hand. And the attackers this time, hey, they are managing to make this push almost happen. Both the Zofia and Goya are not able to make the right aim though, as ultimately Goyo's superior fire rate will thrive as he picks off the Zofia. And the remaining push from the beach is about to commence, but so far it's a toss up again. There is
Yep, 3v3, and we do see a dropout from one of their players. Unfortunately, again, QB is really low on HP, so looks like DF does have a high chance of winning here as Ivana does come in from below, not being able to react in time. That is your alibi dead Levi, not being able to do much. Notorious, however, takes out the. I believe that was the Thatcher, right? Yeah, that was the Jorah taken out. My mic decides to fall down. Apologies for that. As well, MonkaS managed to storm in and take the round. I move to line. Wonderful plays here on.
well played from MonkaS there without a doubt. Even though Snow below did make the attackers split their attention because Valk definitely was a big nuisance below. But this time the Valk got killed off much quickly much quicker, and the attack on site was also much more successful this time, as they did manage to get the wall open. They also did manage to get the right picks, which is honestly quite important if you're playing against Deimos Force. And finally, we see a Mira coming in on Trophy and Statuary. Baza, what was the last time that you saw Mira on this map?
Usually she gets banned out actually for some reason at this point, but oh, okay, there we go. We're not seeing her again, as it was a bit of a six pick. I guess teams realized once you go for a vertical take and you just shoot Mira from below, it's basically a very big liability for you instead of working in your favor at all. So it's just better to avoid it from the get-go.
Yeah, that is true. It is actually very phenomenal to see how influential Mira was previously. There were entire strategies, the most bonkers of strategies that were dedicated to the Mira window placement. And now Mira just gets six picked off in favor of Alibi, who theoretically has no value when compared to the Mira, but that is anyway subjective opinion, as Alibi can still snipe heads off. Excuse me.
Yeah, especially in
Bamboozle.
late round, Alibi sometimes can just bring a lot of utility if the attackers just get confused on who's real, who's fake. And especially like if you miss aim something, like if you see an Alibi out of corner of your eye and you think that's the actual person, you flick that, you get peeked from the other side, you're done for, right? So especially in the late round when just the guns come alive, Alibi can provide a lot of utility to distract people.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
5-5 now, so yeah, they did manage to equalize. Attacker sided boys.
Yeah, one more thing is that after the Mozzie nerf, Alibi is one of the only, roam operators that has a secondary shotgun. So that is another bonus. So
Yeah, I mean, they're taking cross, maybe you should start using cross from now. A
yeah, so
secondary shot.
speaking of bonus, now this time we are seeing the Vigil on site as an impact trick operator. That is a very colorful pick, if I were to say so. But you still do get the impact in the end. That is all that you want. Now
Yeah,
the
especially in
attackers,
trophy. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
continue.
yeah, the attackers are bringing the double insurance on the Ace and the Hibana, so they will get the wall open eventually. But this will make sure that they do not open too much.
Yeah, they did get shut out the last time they attacked here. Well, I mean, but last round they did manage to get their frags. I mean, the thing with Vigil on this side is, since there are a lot of corners and nooks you can hide in, especially if you have your Vigil gadget on, you do get quite difficult to drone out. But I guess the IQ could help out in this situation. We'll have to see how that plays out for them. With the Vigil inside, who does use one of, well, he has used both of the operate impact grenades, and the wall is open anyway. So, yeah. Playing in the corner, they can get the first pick. The sniper was kind of your Legion gone already. Definitely haven't used his full utility. Free firing into corner, trying to get a pick anyway he can. Oh, you see that? It's not really possible, the rotation, unfortunately.
Yeah, they can only use it and sadly.
Maybe they can prone through if they tried hard enough.
I don't
That's
think
about
it's worth it though.
Yeah, definitely not. You're just gonna get shot by snow from the corner. But oh, nice shot from Notorious into the rappelling Zofia. Really nicely done for him, saving his teammate playing inside blue or astronomy, either as Shukishima. Dude, I can keep getting tongue twisted.
You can call him Senpai.
Okay, I'll just call him Senpai. Senpai on Jaeger gets the kill. And that's definitely, that's QB gone. So a big man advantage coming in the favor of defenders, even though it's just one Jaeger just lighting up the ace. Dude. Last 15 seconds. As well, does seem to be a bit of a stall. Unfortunately, Notorious is aware of the hallway push coming out from Hibana, but no, the Hibana does win the gunfight. 5 seconds remaining. Snow takes out one person with Jaeger playing inside. Trophy will refrag. Jorah will take out Snow, and then Deimos Force just waits it out, wins on time. Jorah couldn't get the last 2 frags, unfortunately for him. So, match point. DF. Deimos Force.
Very, very well played from Deimos Force. You look at all of their anchor positions and you realize that how hard it actually is just to clear them out. Now, even though nothing came off of that impact trick attempt as the wall got opened off, but some parts of the pellet messed up and the wall was not crouchable. The Vigil is on site, so he is obviously making the team more tightly knit, you could say. And then just look at that shield inside Trophy that is watching Cement. Oh, my bad. The statuary door. and that shield is just so hard to deal with. Now Hibana did the like perfectly correct decision to push the 90 hallway, but then again that was way too slow. At 7 seconds left, that kind of play is just not enough, and Deimos Force will use that to get the advantage.
Yeah,
That will
that was
not
a
much.
nice peek. Good on her for winning her fight as well onto the Legion, I believe. Wait, was it? The alibi, actually, yes. So, yeah, but unfortunately, they did have enough manpower to hit it out quite easily. The Jaeger was right there as well. It is overtime or next map for MonkaS do or die situation for the most part. We'll see how that goes with them. Now,
Wait, is the site aviator in games? Am I
yep.
seeing an ADS on bedroom window? Okay, so this is definitely an extension strat coming in, and there is a Mira as well. So if MonkaS doesn't read into this, they are banging their heads against the wall at this point, because not only do you have to deal with the Mira, there's a possible shield at statue door, and even after you stall out, even after you deal with all that utility, these guys can just always fall back.
If you could see the Mira placements, both of them are placed off-site, I believe. Yeah, one of them is inside Coffee. He is going to be placing now, and I guess the last one is in a pocket. Oh, okay, no worries. It's on.
Yeah,
Statue.
that is
Crouch.
a questionable
Okay.
Mira. Because
Interesting.
the wall ahead of it is not reinforced.
Yep.
So
I believe if they put it on crouch, they're just like, we'll stand up and shoot anyway. We'll have to see how that goes with them, though.
yeah, I think MonkaS has realized that as they are materializing for a study tick, that's where
Yeah,
their attention is very
they were
clearly.
just like, too much utility there. We'll just go from somewhere else. Smart play from them, but we'll have to see how that.
At this point, if you're Levi, you really have to wonder that you could have kept those Miras in your pocket, maybe. You could have just seen where the push was coming from. Because now both those Mira windows essentially do nothing for you.
Yeah, sure. But like Mira is still pretty far from the side, right? Oh wait, she's roaming downstairs, I believe. So yeah, for a 3 armor to rotate back up. Oh wait, no, she's in statuary. But for the 3 armor to rotate back around to side would be quite hard, anyways. But they do look to be just aggressively pushing into study, cutting the wall open. I'll have to see if any C4s come from below. But no bite.
Which pit?
What? Okay.
He just
Which
walks
just-
in.
Yeah,
Not
walks
even
in.
aware of that guy. Oh, Jaeger! Oh no, Senpai gets shut down as Twitch is just completely, just an unexpected walk into sight. Like, how do you explain that? And Deimos Force now they are stammering. How do you? Just like me, they are stammering as well. As they fail to recognize what happened to them.
I got to consider Tsukishima's headphones there, so the Qualifier definitely made a lot of noise as the Twitch went through it, but he didn't really react to it. But then this Twitch just right straight up peeked into snow on the bandit. Oh my god, he got that kill.
No.
Okay. We were watching the ban list and we didn't really realize we got that kill, but he did a 3-piece for him, 37 seconds remaining. As well, it's all up to Jorah. Once again, 1v3 situation, basically unwinnable for him. We'll have to see if he can pull out any miracles here. He is lost. Wait, okay, no, never mind. He is playing outside in the hallway. And he is just holding an angle. He's aware of Mira holding in 90. Runs in, does have the diffuser, so he might just be able to plant here. But he doesn't really seem keen on that. Not doing any popular players. Misses a few shots on his snow, but does take him out. But the smoke playing on top of the shelf there will get the last kill. Sniper wants Candy, seals out the map. And yeah, Deimos Force. First map to them.
So if a spectator clipped that moment and it's being replayed right now, Bandit perfectly snapped onto the heads of everybody.
That was really nice shooting.
Okay, so sadly our spectator did not clip that moment, but you guys can always rewind and watch it. The perspective was still there, guys. So we end off the map 1 on a positive note for Deimos Force, and we shall be back to you soon on our second map, that is Considered.
Never
Okay, so we are back with the second map, which is going to be Consulate. Deimos Force took the first map, which was Villa, without going to overtime, 7-5 versus MonkaS, and now we're heading into the second map of Consulate. So, what are your thoughts on Consulate, Ashrit?
I am slightly unaware about how good Deimos Force plays on this map, but I do know this for certain that MonkaS has been playing Consulate for months on end. Like ever since their team was formed, I think you could say that Consulate is one of their most staple maps. But Deimos Force cannot be disregarded either. And MonkaS bans Blackbeard again. That is definitely a target ban. I mean, in online play against a good Blackbeard player, there is certainly a level of frustration that you do not want to deal with. So Blackbeard ban does make sense. Also, you have these very disruptive playstyle kind of players inside Deimos Force, so that is a very understandable ban.
Yep. Oh, okay, so more or less the same bands coming out, huh?
Yeah.
As we get rid of Montaigne again.
So regardless of the map,
Yeah, I don't really see a lot of Mountain play here, but also you would. I mean, Blackbeard's fine because there's so many windows, and well, continuing on to the Clash, same bans. But like, you would assume they might just try to ban out Blitz this time, considering how much they played it last game. But maybe they know that they do not prefer to play him at all on console. We'll see how that goes.
yeah, I think Blitz can still be countered if you play your cards correctly, but Monty is more of a pain to deal with, in my opinion. So I do understand not banning Blitz, but then again, like Deimos Force banning both the shields is kind of awkward. I don't see MonkaS as one of those teams that will heavily rely on shields, but then again, it could be just their own preference. And as I see something happened in chat. welcome back everybody as we will proceed with our very quick and snappy rehost. So the map again, once again, is Consulate. We did get a sneak peek into the bans beforehand. So the bans, spoiler alert, I mean it's irrelevant. The bans are exactly the same as the previous map because Monty is gone. Clash is gone. Yeah, Valk is a different ban because Vomai was the ban, but other than that, BB ban again, I would like to reiterate is he's a menacing operator in the hands of some people in Deimos Force, and Deimos Force actually decided to bring even more menace in their lineup as they decide to switch off Levi in the favor of Angel. Now, Angel is another very heavily talented fragger, and Levi was more on the support side. So, I think that is kind of overkill in their hands. But then again, when I look at MonkaS, their Consulate can be one of their best maps in terms of their pacing, their coordination. So, yeah, so Baza, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, they are very heavily focusing on their fragger operator, right? They did swap out their. Basically, the Levi, right? He performed the lowest, didn't really have a great map last year. So they swapped him out for Angel, and they're just basically trying to make sure that they win this map as well. Consulate, especially, is honestly very heavily fragger oriented, right? Especially since they went downstairs in the garage. Well, it's not really that hard to get the wall open these days, and well, getting rid of utility is often not that hard either for the most part. So, like, bringing your guys who can shoot the best at that moment is a really nice strategy because, well, it's Consulate. People are definitely going to be jumping out on you and running out, and having those reaction times on sleep and getting those shots down is really very important at this.
Wait up, hold up, right there. Just hold up. Recharge! Is your vertical? My God.
They're just gonna thatch and open the wall. They don't want recharges.
Yeah, but they still
Too much
should be
effort.
playing vertical, right? Because that is the weakest part about this site. Because if you don't roam and you are able to get piano controls, then that vertical pressure is a big deal. But then again, maybe they just want to rush the site or whatever. Oh, no, that was close. Wait, is that an earjab inside the?
Yeah, but it's on the roof. Like, okay, I guess.
I have no clue what he earjabbed and why he earjabbed.
He edged up the roof. I guess he put it behind the fan there so that if someone comes to peek the window, they'll just get hit by the air jab and they'll know someone is upstairs in combat. So that's what I'm assuming that air jab is for. As definitely a noob gets 2 kills to open it off, one on his own teammate, unfortunately. But yeah, Thatcher tries to run into side, gets taken out by the Vamai playing behind the white one who gets instantly out. Definitely noob on his 3rd kill of the day. Does spot out the Maestro, but doesn't really manage to hit his shots. Maestro white swings and goes back, but definitely a noob. 4 kills for him in the round. The future has been planted, and it's all up to Angel playing upstairs. Goes for the vertical play, throws some impacts, doesn't really spot anyone, as I believe at this point MonkaS is probably safely outside holding angles, as he does run down white stairs, doesn't spot anyone at all. Seems like a bit of a losing fight. He does spot. Oh, actually, both of them are playing inside kitchen. Curiously, does know that at this point it takes down 1. That's the ace con Angel, the substitute showing up for his team. He is aware of the last person who gives away his position, gets the shot down. He still does not have time remaining. However, really nice effort for him, but unfortunately, he's just a few seconds late there, but a really, really nice effort there for him.
I'm not going to slap myself this time because I got some very extreme allegations in the chat previously. But the thing again stands. Deimos Force played this anchor very horribly. Like even if you look at Angel right now, it's a 2v1. He realizes that the second guy is also there. He does not bother to actually play near the diffuser and lure them out. Because sure, you got 2 kills, but what good is it? Because you just simply cannot win the round anymore. And then again, Vamai allowing the rush. Like MonkaS's entire push was like there is this crouch breach done by Ace. You crouch in, you push yellow, you push side and you win. I can shout breach charges all I want, but then again, I am just proved to be stupid. Because things like this are being allowed to happen. This should not happen if you are Deimos Force, guys.
With the garage take, honestly, at this point, a lot of teams just do that. They open the garage wall and just run it.
Yeah, no, but then again, it's not even a thermite breach. It's like a crouch rush. How do you allow that? But yeah, never mind. So MonkaS will put swiftly, very swiftly, the first down on the board, and now they will have to attack the second floor as Deimos force has switch sides. So yeah,
Yeah, even with the team kill, they did manage to win that. Straight in the middle. Okay. We don't really usually see that at all. And they are going to be reinforcing the sides of it. So yeah, we'll have to see how that plays out for them. I mean, they do have Blackbeard banned, but still, anyone can rappel upside down and hold a really long angle from inside the connector all the way to meeting. If you have the middle part open, so we'll have to see how that goes for them.
yeah, but like I would like to add to that rotation. It's not actually all bad. There is a lot of merit to it because the thing is that if console office area is cordoned off, rappelling in and planting becomes way too easy. So having this angle open up to you and the Jaeger open up to you for a free kill, hello. Sniper 1 Candy gets laid to rest very early in the round. 40 seconds left. Nomad just rappels up. There's an open window. She peeks and she gets one kill. Nothing more to say there. But yeah, that impact is certainly a nice idea. But you just cannot be ignorant of the windows. And again, is there a sound issue going on? Because on an open window with a Nomad that's firing, you should be able to hear her.
Yeah, Jaeger and audio working together.
Yeah,
No
I
matter
think
who's playing it.
the earmuffs that Jaeger wears on his model is actually the real idea.
Basically, the new rules. Whoever plays Jaeger has to take up. Oh, they are going for a smoke plant anyways though, but the Melusi C4 will catch them out. Snow Elsewhere will also get it to definitely not no ban. The round advantage is in favor of, or man advantage is in favor of DF as the Melusi Senpai gets the kill onto QB as well. Jorah will refrag onto Angel. So it is on, well, still a losing man down for MonkaS, but it is a little bit more winnable right now for them. They still have a lot of time to play with though, a minute, as he does shoot out a Legion right there. He is aware of the Legion playing inside bathroom, does hit him for quite a lot of damage. Legion will not stop picking, comes around to the yellow door. Will he be able to get the kill? But no, Ash spots his helmet out first and is predicting him to peek bathroom, but Legion still manages to get that down. It's all up on to Lion. Will he be able to get any kills with his LMG? Only 3 situation, 40 seconds remaining. Goes off of Rebel, tries to run up yellow space. Legion is right there, hits the go mine. Legion is aware of his situation, but no, the LMG free fire coming through. Gets the kill, very low on HP, almost 30 points left. 2 bullets from any gun at this point would be enough to take him out. But yeah, we'll have to see how he does. He goes for a make out with the drone and all LMG fires too, all there. Maybe someone puts their head in as he is inside front desk, but no, the crossfire wonderfully held there from DF, and Notorious gets the kill playing on Vamai behind the shield. So equalizer there coming out.
Being an IQ, getting losing HP to the Legion trap, being slowed down by Melusi, and in a fear of a 1v2 situation is not very pleasant, so to say. But I will praise MonkaS for one thing though, is that they had the right idea. Their cards were correct. If that impact is open and you are going to plant console, that is the right play to make. So they had a guy on meeting window, they had people below that unfortunately died later. I don't know what exactly happened there, but they allowed a free rappel in essentially, and the guy could have planted, but I don't know. There was just this fear element which the Pelusi was able to capitalize on, and that C4 kill just sealed the deal over there. And after that, MonkaS could not really show up. And
Yeah, definitely. Both of their plays. What? Oh, okay, the lost aside. Okay, my bad. Both of their players just rappelled in. Like usually, you would expect someone to be on either window. No one was on, what do you call it, connector window. No one was on console window at all, holding the C4 or the push in. So the Melusi basically had free reign, right? They got one kill onto the guy who was inside first, and then Melusi just threw her C4 into the smoke. Quite easy.
yeah, one thing correctly pointed out by a spectator is that Nomad, who initially chose to rappel connector window, actually just left it and went for the meeting window instead. Now what happens there is that yes, you did deny the long angle made by the impact, sure, but you also allow the senpai to just freely play there and headshot one guy and also C4 planters, who did not plant, but that is irrelevant, as the C4 may have killed him anyway. So that is a mistake that was there. Now sending people below, I don't know if that was due to possible C4 operators, but as I said, I cannot comment on that. Our focus was purely on the second floor at the moment.
So back to garage they go, and the ace comes out. Those are going to be vaultable holes. I don't think they're walkable through because they were put a little bit too high.
Use the spectator inventory.
Yep. So the garage vault, they're gonna have to vault through them. So
You know what
no
I mean,
recharges.
Yeah. I mean, are they expecting to rush this directly again?
Yep, looks like it. They're just dumping the utilities through the garage wall.
That is interesting. Like, if they manage to make it work twice, honestly, then that is very uncalled for, and like, I do not expect that to happen on considered basement attacks at least, because if you do not get vertical, there are just way too many anchor positions for a defender to hold. That is just difficult to deal with.
So the nomad.
Yeah, I think the attackers are going for the exact same play again.
Yup, they smoked it and they're just gonna hope for the best. Okay, no one really holding. Okay, Vomai this time does get the run and kill, but definitely a noob will take a suit. Senpai, a flurry of kills from definitely a noob, and QB has it's all up to Legion, who's well low on HP, playing on yellow, probably gonna get shot out. As the plant goes down, QB is aware of his position, and MonkaS takes the second round on basement.
AK-12 goes and the round goes
sure.
up into the air.
No one is just running and gunning at this point.
It is honestly quite hard to say how MonkaS is managing to pull it off again and again, but that is very impressive nonetheless. They are finishing a basement push without the hassles, you could say, of room clearing, of flank watching, of getting the rumors, yada 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 yada, and they're just straight up going for site. Nomad distracts the guy on yellow, and AK-12 just kills everybody. I mean, what else is there to say, honestly? Yeah, so moving on to round 3, it is another basement attempt. This time with a bandit. It should be the correct choice. You have a like there is no breach denials denial going on from the attackers. They do not have. Oh, never mind. They have a Thatcher. Yeah, so
Yeah. But no recharges or any vertical play. Just for that part. We'll have to see how the bandit does go, especially with the Thatcher, because they have made bandit tricking a little bit more difficult, right? Ever since Thatcher just disabled the bandit batteries, they're just there and not doing anything. So you have to pick them up and then put them down again.
yeah,
Instead of them
especially
just
if you're
going
going on
away.
a triple wall. Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes for them this time. They should maybe, I mean, even consider playing impacts close to the wall, impacting through the drone hole. But that's up to them on how they choose to play for the most part as well. The attackers seem to be prepared to do the exact same thing again.
I think this is the first time they're bringing the Melusi, right, for basement.
No, they are,
Okay.
they have been
They
playing
brought it
Melusi.
all the rounds, and yet these rushes kept happening. That is interesting. So, yeah, the attackers want to go for the same play. The major change that I can see at the moment is the presence of a bandit that can possibly bandit trick. Now, this is very easy to counter. You can just zap him, maybe distract from yellow and things like that. But if it does manage to stall out enough time, and magic can happen. Oh, and Sophia's
no.
turn comes. Well played. So, the bandit trick element just goes out the window as the perfectly timed concussions at the one. That's nice. So yeah, the AK-12 does not go this time at all.
Yeah, good for them for taking out the ace before he kills the entire team. Almost acing them for second time. Oh, okay. The bandit on aggressive plays here does manage to do quite a lot of damage to QB and kill him altogether. Unfortunate, and gets third one, dude. Snow just starts going off all of a sudden. Gets picked from yellow. Unfortunately, he otherwise might have almost gotten Zofia playing downstairs. And I moved to Lion with a nice shot onto the C4. Really nice reaction time there for him. But DF seem to have a winning round here on their hands thanks to the efforts of Snow.
I mean, yeah, well, that is exactly why you
The
need to
IQ just spotted Vigil. Oh, dude, the IQ just used her scanner and spotted the Vigil upstairs inside meeting, pre-fired him, and then just went in to finish the kill. Him with his EE1D. Wait, actually, that's Lion. ERC7, sorry, my bad. That is the gadget of the Vigil. So I tried to find some vertical presence. 50 seconds remaining. They do have to try setting up for a push, and Zofia has the diffuser who's playing outside garage. We'll see if she manages to rush in, but no, Jora on the Zofia will get taken out by the Melusi. It's all up to I move to line playing inside our piano. Well, circle desk as he goes down spiral stairs. Heading into blue. Will he be able to clutch this out? 30 seconds remaining. 1-3. Looks like a losing fight for him.
Indeed, you would be correct, as there are still Melusi traps left and a drone that actively spots him, but never mind as the Jaeger decides to swing wide but gets nothing out of it. The G8 continuing to pre-fire everywhere, left, right and center, but it is still unknown. Where are the defenders? And the defenders are there holding behind the shield. As Deimos Force on their third basement attempt will finally manage to win a side that they should have won long ago. And this is mostly thanks to the very aggressive yet smart peaks made from the bandit, because you do not need to electrify the wall if you can send the bodies of the dead people into the electrifier by just headshotting them. And honestly, that one tap, oh my god, that ace, like, rate of fire is irrelevant if you can't even fire a shot from your gun. And bandit
Yeah, definitely. Like, they basically almost won the round the moment they killed off the ace, because the ace had been fragging out continuously for the last rounds, right? He just ran in and killed their entire team. So that was really strong footing from them there. Where the IQ tried to claw it back, hit a nice shot on the first person. She peeked, but the rest of them didn't really give her any chance at all to claw back.
You know, I am just shoving it in way too much right now, but IQ was firing bullets above to make an angle into white one. You know how she could have made that job a much more easier?
Dude, I wonder. Tell me.
Breach charges! Jesus, I mean...
Okay, everybody just acts surprised.
Earlier.
No one expected to use every charge there.
Nah, surely
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah, I mean, she could have, but like, I guess at that point, you couldn't really do anything with that. I mean, they don't really seem to be bringing any breach charges yet again. And
There is...
the stream stuck, right?
Oh,
Okay.
it's back!
Alright, we recovered, dude, just in time. Or did we?
Yeah,
We did. Okay, it's back again.
Dragon
So,
Ball Z is having a longer season this time, man.
yep. It's a
No
lot
next
of filler
season jokes
episodes,
yet.
dude.
Oh no. Oh, it's back.
It's the bandwidth. Bandwidth's causing the lag. Definitely.
You could say
So-
that.
Yeah, they're bringing the alibi though. IQ will be easily spotted and shoot it out. Does get tagged, but doesn't really matter for that much. Doesn't really matter.
Is
She
there
is
server
safe
lag
on the
going
roof.
on, Mr. Spectator? Okay, no, says the Spectator, as I continuously wonder why the IQ was firing stuff on the roof. Bullets on the roof. So,
Like just testing out the left click.
yeah,
Probably
so
has a G Pro.
QB, maybe. So QB will not get a free pick on this rappel this time. As the strategy from DF is exactly the same, but it's all about will Deimos Force be allowed to play as freely as they were last time. It's a very nasty angle.
Oh my, it's ready. So a lot of players are playing the AUG rather than the MP5 here. Huh? I thought after the 1x, the 1.5x, a lot of people did prefer to play the MP5 over the AUG, but no, Zofia gets a free double kill out of that. Injures one as the alibi comes to revive him, but he gets taken out as well. So a 3v2 situation, Notorious does get a kill onto Firefly. That's your ace gone yet again as Zofia makes her way inside the bathroom. It just depends on how much information the defenders have on her, but well, just give her position away. Makes a rotation inside of council office. You usually expect that to be reinforced off, but I guess not this time. We'll have to see how it goes from here. 50 seconds remaining. Defender still can win. I do believe the the Melusi does have her C4. Not quite sure, but that doesn't matter. She gets taken out. Voma hits a nice shot, takes one down. Still has 2 more enemies to go. So will he be able to watch out this 1v2? He hits onto QB, but no, rappelling in through QB does manage to hit his shots and take the Voma out. So third round for MonkaS.
Some Huckus Ruckus happened on yellow, and MonkaS played it perfectly well. That Zofia's timing was perfect. There's nothing else to be said there. And that yellow hole just... they expected that to last longer. That is why maybe they did not reinforce that wall so that they can make even more line of sights onto the Rappelin, I guess. But that did end up costing them because those rotations were too much to handle for them ultimately. And well played on MonkaS' side. Again, as I said, they are a very well-oiled and very well-experienced team on Consulate. You would expect nothing less from them. If there's a strat on this map, they will know it. They will know how to counter it.
Yeah, that has been showing really clearly so far. But I mean, would you consider Consulate to be attacker-sided map though?
I think so, yeah. Until it gets reworked, Consulate is also one of those. It's mostly 3-3, but it does swing in favor of the attackers just because of all of these windows and the long angles that you can have. Now there are some sides that can be played very strongly if your roam game is good and your offside presence is good. But the sides and the methods in which Deimos sports are playing, and especially MonkaS is winning their basement pushes by not engaging the roamers at all, making it work. That just makes it much more attacker favored. Because
yeah, we haven't
it's
really
not
been
just
seeing.
Yeah, it's not just about how the map is, right? We also have to consider how the teams are playing on that map. And we see another console defense over here.
Yep. So they aren't going to any other sites. They're just sticking to their garage and their council office. Even though they did add another site, which, well, it's not really played a lot, the archives, tellers, but we do a lot of times do see them playing with lobby defense. Especially with the Monty band, you would consider them to go there. Monty and Blackbeard do play quite huge roles when it comes to lobby defense a lot of times, but it all again depends on the teams themselves. As we do see a yellow clear coming out of sorts again. So here upping upside down.
Yeah, but the sad thing is that there is actually a nade operator in the hands of MonkaS. Neither do they have any flashy things like the not the blitz that was pushed up from below. So how they will manage to clear it? Like last time they did it just because of good frag power and perfect refrag timings, right? But this time, if you are Deimos Force, you really should be able to catch their drift that they are clearing out yellow using those refrag methods. So Fukushima gets heavily tagged up. I do not know from where that was, but
it does have a tendency to peak things a lot of times.
Yeah.
So yeah, as we head into the last half on the round, Angel is aware of people being right outside the yellow window. Will he go for a run out though? That's the question, I guess. I have at this point, because he can set up a really good flank if he manages to go out of the window. And so holding a pixel angle, wind crack just a little too late and doesn't manage to get a kill. There's still the Nomad playing outside main door as Notorious gets the kill onto I Move to Line. That's your IQ gone early on, so no more G8 or the scanner, but QB will refrag onto Snow from downstairs. So yeah, equal man count. One of your chief fraggers gone, that's Snow for Deimos Force, as definitely Nuke gets a kill and will be immediately countered by Angel getting a kill onto yellow. So equal man count. They are inside as they go for a plan. Nomad was holding a weird angle there, but definitely a Nuke just popping off, gets 2 kills, but will get traded off by Notorious in a clutch situation. 1v2 again. He has been here before. Will he be able to clutch this out? No, he won't. QB right by the connector will catch him as he moves off onto the long test.
You know you have side control if you're going prone on the connector impact rotation thing.
No, dude, that was
So
weird.
yeah, Snow had some wonderful opportunities below, but he just missed the shot on one guy, and then QB was there to immediately capitalize on that knowledge. And Notorious trying his best over at the second floor, but it's just not enough because MonkaS is just their grip is too tight on these defenders at the moment. But luckily, well, obviously there's the side switch going on, and we do see a blitz again, and an ace and a Hibana instead of Thatcher. These are some very interesting lineups.
Yeah, I guess they just swapped off or decided not to bring the Thatcher considering they don't have a bandit, but we do see a mute and we do see them go straight up to lobby defense to start
Right
things
for
off.
Rise.
Yeah, man, we've seen way too much top floor and different.
Yeah, it's
See how
not
they
healthy.
go this though. For them. Let's see if EF is expecting this. They do have a blitz, and blitz can be quite useful if he manages to rush in through the main door uncontested. He can do quite a lot of damage. Not as much as Monty would, I would assume, but still, Fukushima has been really good on the blitz. So.
Yeah, but unlike the basement side on this map, you actually just cannot push main lobby door like that because of this whole area above that is called meeting. And when you think about clearing meetings, then it becomes this whole mini ball game where you have to decide which side to push. Clear it room by room, play the window game, grapple, clear them out. Hopefully, you will get the kill on them. Yeah, and it's just also the fact that there are like 4 people above. 4. Okay, so normally there are no strats in which you would send 4 people above unless you are so sure that if they decide to rush, you have the relevant angles for them. And Monka is really relying on that, but Deimos Force doesn't seem to realize it as they try to clear out the top floor. And Ash is already inside front office, yeah.
This is the offsidest of all offside holds. I guess at this point, Ash running inside administration, just pre-firing stuff, trying to find any angles. On to the Visa stairs though, Ace does have a really nice angle that he might just be able to catch any unsuspecting members, but Jaeger does seem to be aware of the situation. And Blitz does get caught by Lucy, but the Ace will take care of the Jaeger from him. So that's quite easily handled. 2 people playing on yellow. As Jorah gets a kill on Angel, but Notorious will get the refrag. Firefly taking out Sniper, and the Blitz on his own. Gunfight doesn't really manage to take his opponent out. Well,
yeah,
3v3.
Blitz as the attention seeker, really pulling in the work there. As a Blitz, you are inside a Melusi trap. Everybody in MonkaS' team is like making a call, hey, Blitz is inside meeting. But then again, you have these 2 very wonderful other people grappling up that are just there to cut off your retreat. And as that happens, one flank will also get cut off. So, yeah, MonkaS is this very heavily, lopsided Roma above just does not pan out well for them. As Deimos Force just picks them off one by one by one by one.
Yeah, I was about to say Clever would rotate there from the Legion to come back upstairs, but he was caught on cam, I believe, by Deimos Force, and Snow just speaks on into him, gets the kill. QB is playing a bit of an off. Okay, both of them are trying to play a bit of off positions as to catch their opponents off guard, as they are less on time. They do seem to be lacking information. I'm not sure if Blitz knows exactly where the Melusi is. He does seem to be aware of her position near Zulu, but we'll have to see. Yeah, he definitely knows he's there. As he smokes it out, Hibana comes in, takes care of Melusi, and yeah, all 3 of them inside. They'll just have to hold their flanks now. As both of them are right in front of us, plant is going down by Snow. The sledge will get that down, and the AD is coming out from Blitz. Snow gets the last 2 kills for his team, and well, they take the first attacking round. DF 4-3.
Unfortunately, the cheeky breaky prone places wherever they were hide, making their best Caveira impression, just allowed Deimos Force to realize that there's an entirely big looming gap in piano, and all 3 of them just go inside and plant. And 2 people are honestly just peeking into a Blitz, not able to shoot a single bullet onto him until he decides to aim. And Deimos Force just making short work of MonkaS over there, and that is, I don't know how to describe it, man. Like, thing is, see, the Legion's flank could have been a game changer, but anybody who plays Consulate has seen that flank happen multiple times at this point. So you really need to time it to the best of your potential if you have to make that flank work. Because throughout this map's history, how long is this map anyway? Sorry, how old? This map is like there since what? Years? Yeah,
Yeah,
this,
it's
this
a
map
relief
came
map,
to the
right?
game. Yeah.
Yep.
So I have seen that Legion's flank squad way back in what was when playing Ducks was a team that was somewhere in early years. That's how old that flank is. So you really have to be sure that you can make it work.
Yeah, but a lot of times people do rely on people not expecting flanks, right? So, like I mean to say, so basically, when things get too old, right? There comes a point where you're just not expecting someone to do that anymore. You're like, everyone knows that, so they're not gonna pull it out, and then they do pull it out. It's a bit of a surprise factor, so to say, but clearly not very much for Legion. As we go down to basement, they are bringing a kite though, so let's see how they take care of him.
And
No
the
IQ,
attackers
no
do not have
Thatcher.
a Thatcher. Yeah. I mean, if you want to bring year 2 stats into year 4 or year 5, you could ask G2. But because they have done that multiple times actually, and sadly most of the times it doesn't work out. Again, because it's an oath. So yeah, so Deimos Force in the utility game it may be questionable, but then again you have a blitz that says choo, and he shift W's and you just cannot deal with him because his QE placement, the time when to crouch, when to aim, it just is too distracting to deal with. Because if you want to really aim into a blitz, try to aim with him, then you realize that you have 3 other people that are holding angles.
Definitely. Too many factors to take care of when it comes to a blitz, especially a blitz as good as our current blitz. So yeah, here we are, and Jorah did lose a lot of his HP. He's basically 1 HP at this point. They still haven't really managed to get rid of the kite charges. They are trying. Luckily, they did bring the sledge for vertical plays. I'm not sure if he got it. Nah, he still hasn't managed to find the charge though, unfortunately. I think Ashes is gonna recharge it and hope for the best.
Brute force it, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, they charged it and now it's gone. And the ace will be throwing his stuff on his stuff.
They are again making these routes. I mean, not
best you
routes
can
holes,
make,
sorry,
though.
vault holes.
Vault holes,
I guess the reasoning behind it is that you are getting longer angles from them in exchange.
yeah,
for,
when you're outside on garage, you do get deeper angles to hold on.
yes. So
Angel
that
is on
makes
yellow, trying to watch any sort of, well, creativity from MonkaS, trying to push up yellow or anything at all. As I move to Lion, gets the first kill of the round. That is your Ashcon, who was also the yellow, unfortunately.
This is a very ballsy spot to be in.
Jorah might
Your
just get a
Jorah.
kill here. Yep.
With 1 HP and with a Vector Hollow. My god.
But good for
somehow-
him. The rest of his team is just popping off. QB and I move to Lion, pick off their players respectively. The Maestro misses a shot onto the Hibana to drop the hatch. 30 seconds remaining, but the Hibana will get caught in a crossfire as QB will be the one confirming the kill. It's all up to Snow, who is our last man standing with a closed hatch, unfortunately. Almost catches the Goyo, but just a little off timing. Will have to drop hatch. 11 seconds remaining, will get caught off guard by the Kaid.
Lack of a proper room clearly showing its flaws over the Deimos Force. Gets piano control, is able to go vertical, but then you have QB and somebody else who is roaming and they just say, hey, Ishan, yeah, sorry. I moved to land that is also roaming alongside QB, and you just, at some point, they will make you realize, hey, we exist. And just you just can't do anything about it, and all of you just die. So MonkaS with a very significant lead of 2 rounds as they go 5-3 into round 9, and they will go to lobby again. So lobby is where they are starting their cycle. That is very impressive. Oh wait, never mind. There's no cycle. They lost their lobby defense, I think.
Yep, they don't want to go upstairs, clearly. So that's something for them to figure out how they want to do. I guess we are going to be just seeing 2 sites again. They might just go upstairs later on, but we'll see how that goes for them. As well, this might be a chance for DF to make work and might just be able to push in since they cannot go back to basement again. And if they really prefer not to play console, DF might just be able to get a comeback.
No, now what remains to be seen is what kind of change can MonkaS bring, because even with 4 people above, they still died off like it was a much lighter room. So something clearly must be done. And yeah, so apologies for the very sluggish pause over there. As a random mosquito just started flying over my head, so apologies for that. Again, there is this very extended presence going on second floor. Nemesis is just ready to make something happen over there.
I think we have basically had 100% Willow's.
Can you jump through that window?
No. In the admin office, right? No,
Yeah.
You can't jump out of any of the admin office window.
Okay, so he's just really trying to scare them off, like double meeting and maybe scaring them off that.
Maybe just get a pixel angle or something.
Yeah, because C4ing that window is quite a common thing.
You got a Blitz who's willing to rappel there. As that looked like Blitz was going to rappel, right? Did he? Not sure. No, he didn't.
Nah.
Okay, so he's still downstairs by the visa door, looking to push in.
I mean, it may as well be the crappiest position for a Blitz to be in. Imagine a Blitz rappelling on the window.
Yeah, that was I was thinking. I was like, okay. Can't really use the shield. He does get spotted. I move to Lion. Oh no, sitting in the corner will get caught out by Snow. Good eyes on him to catch out sneaky plays. We of course have the easy outline, so we obviously know where everybody is. As Blitz does manage to make his way up top onto service stairs, Angel will get rid of QB there. So 3-5. Advantage towards DF. Top floor is still having a little bit of presence from the defenders onto the yellow stairs, but I doubt that will last long, as it is the Maestro who will probably just be back.
So Maestro makes the correct decision. I mean, it's obviously like you should be making that, because 2 of your people get picked off and there is 0 impact potential there. So you just want to avoid throwing your lives away at that moment.
Yeah, even though you have 80 bullets of a Blitz running at you, I don't think there's a lot you could do in that position. Unless, well, you know, the Blitz doesn't know what he's doing, which he clearly does, as we've stated time and time again. So last 50 seconds almost, and the Mute decides to drop down. He did have a drone on him, but since all of the players are alive, I doubt anyone was actually watching it at the current moment, since it was quite still. So yeah, the Blitz looking ready to run in, but Sniper elsewhere will take care of the Legion. So it's all up to Firefly, who is offside downstairs, and the Maestro. Firefly gets grenaded on his roam, and now the Alda with 80 bullets is all there is. He does get a double kill. It's still a 1v3 situation. Gets the Ash down. Still not out of bullets. Still has 14 more to go. 20 seconds remaining. Will get the reload down. That's the power of Alda coming in as a plant does start to go down. He probably has an Evil Eye on that, but we'll see if he decides to use it or not. He definitely will. As he hops on his Evil Eye, just too little too late. And we're just trying to get some splash damage in onto his opponents. Both of them relatively high HP. Maestro himself will die to 2 bullets at most in his current position. He is aware of someone playing on Spiral, but will he be able to catch him out? No, he won't. Thatcher gets the last kill. DF is quite strong. Oh wait.
Oh, Maestro did catch him.
Yeah, he injured him. Or was it okay, it was a trade apparently.
I mean, it's not really a trade, but this guy killed him from outside lobby, I think.
No. Thatcher killed him. That was just the kill cam because he injured him or killed him.
Oh,
I'm not sure because we didn't get the kill cam.
Yeah,
or the kill feed rather.
Because the Battle Eye services started functioning again.
They did mention they were going to change it though. I guess in the next update maybe. They said they were going to turn it off in custom games, basically. So yeah, not sure what happened there.
That is a Ying present over there.
Oh dude, that was just bait though. Apparently. Let's see. Let us see.
Come on, that is that. The sparkle in their attack just vanished away from his expect. As Deimos was certainly not giving up on Consulate either. Like the start was weak. MonkaS was playing decisively superior, but now as soon as they are on attack, something in DF is just clicking, and they're just making things work right now. None of the lobby press room defense is working out for MonkaS over there, as they fall off one by one exactly in the same manner that Maestro's attempt though kills one. Keeps firing, so left click kills the second guy as well. Third guy rushes into him, I don't know why. He dies as well, but then the last 2 people just playing really well. They planted and they ran off. Now, in my opinion, if Maestro's teammates are calling out the plant, and the plant is already halfway down, so going to the camp and then allowing the guy to run off outside is not the smart play. He could have picked off that guy that ran outside, and after that he could have made some play happen, because clearly the biggest weakness of this site is post plant and this map in general. You plant somewhere close to the door frames, and you just go way far into Narnia, and nobody can kill you there.
Yeah, definitely. I guess for the most part that also applies on almost every site on this map, right? Not just lobby, but basically every site.
I mean, not
Almost.
really for Archive.
Yeah, not for Archive, fair enough. But for the rest of them, it often does come in handy, in my opinion. But we'll see how it goes from here. As well, Angel is trying to push in from the lobby, trying to watch in for anybody peek the hatch, but no one's there. So we did see them go upstairs at least. A bit of a variety going on.
They needed that change. Lobby pressing was not working out for them. Basement was a close call, worked out because their home play was good.
Yeah,
And
but sniper still. That's your
Oh!
one. Oh my god! Okay, dude. Just go off, huh?
Oh,
Firefly
no.
really gonna trade onto Notorious, but Sniper doing a lot of damage. Firefly will be doing equalizing for his team. He is on yellow. He might just catch Sniper off guard, but no, Sniper does manage to walk upstairs. Halfway up, Bandit seems to be unaware, but no, he isn't. He just reloads, reflex, swings back 2v2, as we did see another kill go elsewhere. Definitely a nuke gets rid of Angel. It's all up to the sledge of snow. Rappelling outside bathroom, he will go downstairs. Probably gonna push up yellow, as you do see the diffuser being down elsewhere. That was probably with the Ash, I believe.
yeah, I think Sniper One Candy really tested his luck way too much over there. But Sledge will try to do the same thing at the exact same position, but the Maestro will just deal with it, as MonkaS will now get to match point on round number 10. Yeah, but like actually, like Zufia, you have a go mine. There's a barbed wire. It's pushing it way too far, I think. And then the other guys tried to kill the bandit. Like it was almost as if bandit was being given these free kills, like people walking into his crosshairs kind of deal. And that is an MP7 that aims much quicker as well. It's not a rifle. It aims at what, 250 milliseconds, 300 milliseconds.
Yeah, it has a rather quick ADS time.
Yeah, so bandit playing really well though. Like you cannot take that away from him.
Oh, definitely. He got his picks, man. Zofia went off, and then Bandit was like, okay, man, I'm just gonna go ahead and equalize this because this behavior. Nah. So, yeah. Good job to him, as he did push his team onto match point. Now, MonkaS 6-4. Garage defense.
And you know there is one good luck charm going on in the favor of Deimos right now. Can you show the inventory, please, Mr. Spectator? See, no breach charges. You want to win, you don't bring vertical ops. They swap out the sledge. That's an actual strategy these days, guys. So, yeah, will the rush work against that Maestro though? Because Maestro, as we saw in the lobby defense, was just mowing down. It's like raw and mowed. I mean, I can't repeat the basis of stupid mic, but you get the point. That 81 round thing can just deny any rushes outright.
Yeah, man, just goes brrrr. All it has to do. Kill everyone inside. QB trying to be sneaky here, not to get shot through the windows. Will make his way back safely. As well, yep, they're just coming out of spawn now. After droning, making sure everything's safe, because spawn kills
can you
are...
check whether the defenders are roaming this time? 1, 2, 3, 4 on site. Nobody's roaming.
Not really, no. I guess the pulse is offside, but he's in archive, so it doesn't really count.
And do you know now what's happening? Now, do you know what's happening?
Oh,
Attackers are roaming 1F.
Oh, dude, you gotta make sure it's clear.
No, but that's not the issue. They don't have no charges.
Back at
I
it
just
again.
don't get it.
And they're playing a kite too. They can't get rid of the kite charges on hatches anyways. So yeah. As well, the first kill goes to
Wait a second.
MonkaS.
Wait a second. I think I know what happened. There is some drone hole over there. Did he really kill Zofia through that drone hole?
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
god. Gee. It feels bad to be sniper. What can you
Unlucky, dude. Zofia probably just checking that angle, and Pulse was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm checking."
I mean, God forbid, no matter what kind of player you are, you will not take that drone hole. That is just classic.
I mean, you might
example.
just catch someone off guard, right? But I guess the Pulse had his scanner, and he just saw the Zofia come towards there. Maybe she didn't even peek it. She was just like crossing it or something.
Running
and
or
the
something, yeah.
Pulse was like, "Yeet." Well, move to Lion. Might just get a kill, but a little bit of delayed reaction from him will allow the Twitch to go forward unscathed. But no, will he be able to get the kill with the FAMAS? Really high recall these days, as he will be taking more damage in the gunfight. QB is also low on HP as we head into the last minute, but the Maestro with the Alda will walk up spiral stairs to get rid of Snow. And 2v5. Oh, 2v4, but yeah.
Yeah, but these are some weird attacks. I can just I don't know what's going on in their comms or something, but something is clearly just stick to it. And definitely will clean up this mess, and they will just win it 7-4 straight up. And will play to MonkaS over there as he will proceed to the third map now, which is Oregon. Another absolute barn burner of a map. No decided victor there. Both teams equally good standing, equally good experience on that map. So we shall find out after this short 10-minute break.
enchant me, even when you're not around. If there are boundaries, I will try to knock them down. I'm latching on, babe. Now I know what I have found. I'm so captured, got me wrapped up in your touch. Feel so enamored, hold me tight within your clutch. How do you do it? You got me losing every breath. What did you give me to make my heart beat out my chest? Now I've got you in my space. I won't let go of you. Got you shackled in my embrace. I'm latching onto you. I feel we're close enough. I wanna lock in your love. I think we're close enough. Could I lock in your love, baby? I feel we're close enough. I wanna lock in your love. I think we're close enough. Could I lock in your love, baby? Now I've got you in my space. I won't let go of you. Got you shackled in my embrace. I'm latching onto you. You lift my heart up when the rest of me is down. You enchant me even when you're not around. If there are boundaries, I will try to knock them down. I'm latching on, babe. Now I know what I have found. I'm so captured, got I wanna lock in your love. I think we're close enough. Could I lock in your love, baby? I feel we're close enough. I wanna lock in your love. I think we're close enough. Could I lock in your love, baby? Now I've got you in my space. I won't let go again. Got you shackled in my embrace. I'm latching onto you.
Welcome back, everybody. We are now proceeding with map 3 of the lower bracket, round 4, between MonkaS and Deimos Force. So, to give you a basic replay of what happened in the previous Consulate game, essentially, MonkaS just swept the floor throughout on Consulate because they are the more superior team and they won rounds which they shouldn't have, and they also played much more sophisticated and meticulously superiorly. And one more sad note to be pointed out, you will have to tolerate my voice for the remainder of this match because my co-caster had some college work to be taken care of, and college work doesn't care about lockdowns at all. So with that out of the way, we are seeing some more shield bans coming up over here, and this time there is a blitz ban instead, which makes much more sense given how close quarter this map is. And blitz, yeah, sure, Tsukishima God can ADS and shoot pistol with at you, but this map encourages that very small to medium range gunfight in which you can even melee people if you deem fit. So that ban does make a lot of sense. And then you will ban the Wabai as an attacker that does make your utility game much easier. And then Deimos Force just showing the classic hatred for shields at this point. There's no doubt about that. As we will proceed onto the round now. An alibi on second floor. Okay. So there is a desperate lack of intel on Deimos' side, but then again, if your callouts are good, your techniques are good, then depending on the timing of your gunfights, you don't need that intel. And alibi certainly can make it work. And now, yeah, be the culprit or kill the culprit. They were banning Blackbeard for the last 2 maps, and now what happens? They don't ban it, and next thing you know, Jora is picking in the very first round. That is a statement to me. Something weird with Discord happened over there, guys. That is server issue, which I would like to apologize for. So what I was speaking was, now if you pick Blackbeard and you fail to make any advantage happen out of it, and you let Deimos Force get Blackbeard in their hands, then that is a shame. Because Blackbeard in their hands, you certainly know it works, but in the hands of MonkaS, I'm not so sure about. So the round has started, pep phase is over, and we are already seeing who's bandit. Okay, bandit is no. So so far what I've seen in the Oregon plays of Deimos, they will always send one guy to play in armory. This very loose style of play that they will even reinforce the hatch this time because Union Gaming punished them a lot for the lack of that reinforcement. And Zofia, as predicted, will go below, try to clear out that guy. Or wait, no, this is droning. Okay, so they do not realize that there's an armory presence going on right now. That could be really devastating if there is a trophy hold as well. Which there isn't an alibi scamper. Yes, yeah. Okay, never mind. She does not scamper off. She's still there. Okay, will not do that. We lose about 60 HP of her fight, and Angel, just like an angel, flies, runs onto Zulu, shoots him off, and runs away into basement of all things. So he may just be coming back for another bite, another jab at it. Snow still holding strong on the hatch. There's no window pressure on him yet. So it is clear that the push is kind of default. You have going on. Your people are below not looking at it, but at some point you will have to. Bandit does not die despite those angles. The amount of pressure on Bandit is just not proving to be enough, and he's just still holding angles on the stairs. And in a 4v5 situation with your Ash down, you are even more limited on your utility now. And Notorious will try to back Bandit up, but that does not pan out very well for him. And Thatcher gets his second kill. Doesn't even though he was not expecting the Bruin peak, he peeks it and wins it off anyway. So well played there. Crossfires, if you can make it work, you can make it work. 3v4 situation. Two attackers on relatively low HP. As they will still try to make the push happen. Now they do have all the advantages. One more thing is that there is not many shields or smokes or anything like that from the side of defenders. As Blackbeard will scamper in, gets the Legion as well in a 3v1 situation. The Jaeger is supposed to play retake and nothing will happen out of it as Monka is in round number 1. You see now as a dual caster, you expect your dual caster to continue a sentence after that, but there is no dual caster right now. It's just me, so I will have to reply to myself, which is weird. So they will choose to repeat their sides once again. They fail to pick the last operator and they just get Tachanka instead. Notorious was playing the alibi last time around. Now, I don't know if that paid enough dividends because those alibi devices in the end round are just not enough of a good anchor point. They are more of a distraction thing. They are a nuisance, pesky, but they are not game changers all the time. Yet he still continues to play the alibi. I mean, this isolated style of play, if MonkaS catches up onto it, then winning significant amount of attacks on Oregon is huge. Because as compared to the previous two maps, Oregon is definitely different decided at the moment. No matter what ban you do. For my ban, there are just too many operators available at your hands. There is an ADS in closely this time, but there was no presence there previously. There was no shield. I don't know what happened to it. So, yeah, there's a shield now. So, that makes sense. If you have a guy in armory, you do want to be able to crossfire even in a two-man crossfire. Because Thatcher previously just walks in and isolated gameplay is just not tenable and sustainable at this level of play. Let me remind you, these are the close qualifiers. These teams have passed through 4 various qualifiers. So 2 teams won each qualifier and that's how we got the 8 teams. This is already the lower bracket. So losing this game means you are out. You do not have any more third chances. You do not want to play in that unsustainable manner. You want to crossfire and cover up for your teammates as much as you can. Double ADS on the first. Okay, so this strat is there since launch of this map, ever since Trophy was introduced to this map. I mean, it is a relatively good strat because as you can see, there is nothing that can be avoided. There is a lot that you cannot do. And he just has this 1K angle onto bedroom door. And as long as you have a guy in armory, you cannot do anything. Where does Tsukishima good kill of the kite of? Was that in attic, Mr. Spectator? Can you please check the dead body? Okay. So Mr. Spectator confirms. And that is a very unfortunate kill to have because that is not expected. It's not an anchor position, he was just transitioning and gets picked off for a freebie. Now I know it's Black Friday. Black Friday is coming. But you just cannot give away freebies like that, guys. Oh, okay. Yeah, those are not freebies, but those are more extreme fights. As the attackers just choose to go straight for the throat approach and they will try to push the big window. But unfortunately, the defenders got the top hand over there because that blitzkrieg method was gapped. And the defenders have now just capitalized as the diffuser is now dropped in the middle of desert. And still 1 minute left. Sure, you have drones. You have a BB with a shield. which in itself can win you at least one gunfight. And then you also have Hibana. But are you really covering for each other? The defenders are, as they will pick off the Blackbeard with his shield proving to be rather futile. And the Hibana will capitalize on the same mistake. So that is awkward. 40 seconds full HP both people, guys. Anything can happen at this moment. Pretty hard to call out. But Snow just beats it and he wins it because Firefly does not play his cards correctly. He chooses to flash off, and without the kind of intel that he had, getting caught with your pants down will only result in a round loss as Deimos first winning the second round on defense. So it does bring the game to a 1-1. Alibi again. That is interesting. They're sticking the alibi each round. I guess it's kind of a smoke alternative if you can really think that far. You do have a secondary shotgun, have a shield, but still, I mean, smoke is bay. I will not. No matter how bad his SMG could be in terms of recoil control or whatever, smoke is bay without a doubt. Shout out to all the smoke mains in throughout the world, essentially. Yeah, so there's this lack of utility of burning operators from uh, Deimos Force that surprises me a lot because other than the Melusi and the Jaeger, none of those operators are really going to slow down the attackers much. It's mostly gunfight based. You have Mozzie, Legion, Alibi. Sure, they can rely a little bit, little bit, like little bit. It's like it's not enough in my opinion when you have much more other compelling options in the game. Given how popular Goyo is on this, and given how popular Mute and Smoke can, and especially because there are shotguns. So, and now you see the Jaeger solo roaming about. Hulky, could you please check if there's another roaming with him? There is not. So this is just a light I eat your tool and I saw that kind of thing. Now from the looks of it, it doesn't look like it's more of a roam clear going on right now. So whether the attackers choose to pressure both Freezer and Masters remains unknown because they have one guy on top tower stairs, and one guy's outside blue. But they're not really pushing anything right now. They are kind of ascertaining the situation, putting the binoculars to your eyes, and then checking what is going on. But this is not a game of sightseeing. This is a brutal game. So the field which makes sense because you wouldn't roam clear otherwise for a blue take at least. So that means that Zofia in blue is basically making a distraction play. Exactly like the battle like band takers are making a distraction play. Picks up a double kill. Eyeing on for a third, does not get it. Mozzie is beaten. Wait, really superior as he also picks up definitely a noob. Fires on a drone at the extreme wrong moment and the attackers are able to capitalize, and QB just cleans up as he kills the person who was on the drone and he kills the person who's running. So yeah, MonkaS distraction play just too strong, I guess. Like if you are Deimos Force, you are wondering what exactly are these guys going to push, right? And also one more thing to be said is that there is just not enough amount of Crossfire is present because Twitch is on pillar, she gets a double kill. The guy in Freezer is playing isolated. Sure, there's another guy behind him, but that is not really a crossfire because you cannot peek from behind your teammate's head, right? This is not Call of Duty. You can team kill people, one shot, headshot, no matter who the guy standing in front of you is, even through walls, by the way. So, Deimos Force now running an ally as well. They really do want to bring the fight to the attackers at this point, but Monka is just not having enough any of it. The one round which DF did manage to win was only because MonkaS decided to rush the big window, and that was a questionable play. Even though they managed to push wide, but it wasn't enough in the end. So again, we see a similar style of defense coming out from Deimos, almost exact same operators, and almost the same setup. Because sure, the attackers ended up pushing Freezer, but you want to have a setup that is versatile and suited to any kind of push. As Pengu puts it, you want to take it in the form of a percentage, ideally. So you want to measure it in terms of risk and in terms of reward. So yeah, what Notorious did not consider the risk of at all is keeping a Blackbeard, as he immediately gets picked off with nothing done to the BB or to his shield, and you just lose your alibi, one of the best gunners in this current lineup. And BB now also has blue control because there is no hold near the bunks, and BB is also going into supply. My bad, excuse me, into the pillar hallway now. So BB is alone again. Lack of crossfires. Legion also dies. The guy in supply hall is way too back. Guys, I don't know. As a defender, this kind of isolated play should not be allowed. It's like that's just allowed in your mind, as Ash will now push Freezer as the guy in Freezer is now isolated unless people that's oh no Blackbeard no. Now, okay, if you're a Blackbeard and you do not hold an angle and you earn ADS, you have lost the game right there, man. And as he will very rightfully realize, as he will die to the the supply hallway, as there is one guy hiding behind the crates that is completely unknown to QB, doesn't check it. 1v2. C5 coming out left, right, and center. C4 being left. Will it connect? Yes! And 1v1, Hibana peeing onto him on the door. Both people fight. Suki at extremely low HP. Will he get the C5? No. He's trying his best. He's trying his best. He will. He's faulted with his low HP, sure, but he's still trying. Hibana not watching that angle. Can he make that happen? Oh no. Hibana finally with that P5 certainly make that happen, but Senpai did a very nice attempt. If he had just a little more HP, or if Hibana was a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right, Senpai would have gotten it. But better attempt from Deimos was, given their very isolated playstyle. But then again, those kind of mistakes in Oregon are just not how you go about it, because it's Oregon map has been reworked, sure, but the kind of playstyle on this map still exactly the same. You want to play close to each other, you want to have good crossfires, and you want to have a timing that is flawless. You could take what is this thing called? You could take a stopwatch in your hands and you could measure it in time, and within 4 seconds everything should go down, because that is how tight Oregon is, honestly, in the given meta. So the attackers just able to utilize those gaps again, like a solo BB going into blue uncontested. That is just not the way to go about it, in my opinion. So second floor, as they choose to avoid the two sides on first floor. Alibi again, along with the kite and bandit for double walled and certainly interesting. Snow played the bandit last time, and he placed one of his charges on the the hatch in armory, so that he doesn't open it from but that didn't pan out too well. So the kite charges are certainly also, I don't know, like if there's a hatcher existing, you really need double heartbeats to know, because the walls will get opened up. He should have let one off the board to double. Oh no, that is sloppy. Ash charge over there, and he will pay the price for it. And just 15 XP approximately. Hulky, can you go to overview mode on second floor for a sec? Check trophy one. Okay, so there is this exactly the same kind of hold over here again. This is only mostly involving defenders, so any other defender, if you want to get a mark, he really wants to go, but the three people outside main door below, I don't think that is really a possibility. But neither is there any garage pressure from below in terms of impacts or whatnot yet. So it remains to be seen what can happen. Bandit could just get out and be unscathed. BB is on drone. Now he's on angle though. So now Zofia will go for the play. If Bandit can manage to waste around 40 seconds over there, that is the only way he can make it worthwhile. Otherwise, it's a wasted effort. You're just giving a man counter. And zero refracts can happen because... where did Ash die? Ash died on main door. Okay, not a refrag, but at least the roamer made a mark. Man count is being equalized, so that is nice. But yes, the bandit, he's being pushed from armory stairs. He's being cut off from the highway window and from the rappel as well. So what you can only do as a bandit at that point, you can only hold both your hands and pray to God. Yeah, but Jaeger does make it work. Worth the while. 50 seconds left. Attackers still have all the right utility ops. They can still certainly make it happen. Defenders on the other hand, Tsukishima Goat will pop the head off, cut it away from Jora on BB of all things, and does bring an advantage to them again. So we are still seeing the split kind of push. Worked out last time, but distraction play is not working out when those are just being cut off like the roots of a tree in the soil. And again, see, I move to line also dies off. Definitely cannot refract for him at the moment, and it now certainly becomes a hopeless situation. Right, quick peek here, left, right, wins against him, cannot win against the next one. As Deimos first will win the second defense round on the board on the very same side where they got the first round. Jora is in stride right now on the Blackbeard, completely unfettered, just cruising through, killing all those people that he could see. MonkaS already are on the winning side, given this map should go 4-2 in the favor of defense. They are on a 3-2 though, and the site is now basement, so if history does repeat itself, MonkaS should win this. But if you're Deimos Force, would you really allow a Blackbeard to walk as that freely as he did the last time? So there's nobody holding the bunk area, the smoke spot. Oh, there is. That is the right kind of play, honestly. Like, the blue door is such a pivotal spot. It's a crucial bottleneck. As a defender, you do not want to give it away. Now, if the smoke spot is not crossfired upon, then BB can just take the screen and take his chances. But there should be a crossfire. And there is on the long angle through the alibi. That is a nice play. as QB will take around 20 damage. That is completely unknown where he is right now. Okay, so this time the push is clear. They are not really roam clear much. They are getting the essentials. So they will get meeting. They will get tower control. They're trying to push into blue. But this is a very slow approach because you do have that split attention on getting the top floor and then the bottom floor. So right now they just want to get up, get the hatch open, then prioritize on clearing blue. Slow and steady does win the race most of the time. I not have any clue what that EMP will get, but maybe. Oh wait. That EMP will get the ADS with the shield. That is nice, and look how quickly they just fell back as well. Sure, they fell back, but their gun certainly came alive at the right time, as 2 kills come out in the way of Deimos Force, and Thatcher as well off the board. So this time Deimos Force definitely playing in a much more compelling and close together kind of fashion, as you should honestly on Oregon. Now missing a wop ton of shots over there, but Notorious won't, and Deimos Force will tie the half at 3G. Monka is getting picked off by the presence in main lobby certainly was not worthwhile, and the blue push failed to materialize at all because Deimos was caught onto their pace. They realized what was happening. You give too much control to MonkaS and they will start dancing all over your head. You do not want that to happen. So what do? You place some protection lever here. So immediately we see this one change where instead of bringing the alibi every round, you send the Melusi, and on side first you will see different operator preferences. So the Melusi will be brought in as a staple probably instead of the alibi, which I did not find to be making much sense, to be honest. And then also you will also sniper want candy on Blackbeard, as was foretold before, because there is a reason why you ban Blackbeard against these guys. Dora did play Blackbeard, but was it worth it? You can only say it after you watch the following next rounds. Kite having some trouble there with his comrade barricading the door frame. He will barricade even more door frames, and possibly he will even barricade. Okay, he won't barricade the third one. Melusi still has one Melusi charge left in her pocket. Was doing all those barricades really worth it, my friend? You would have to ask yourself that within the next couple of minutes of the rounds. Imagine it's a 1v1 situation. There's a Nash team. She's pressing shift up you all over the place on you, and you just cannot slow her down because you forgot to place a damn Melusi gadget. That sucks. Should avoid making that happen. But then again, we cannot go too much into the hypothetical right now, because between these two teams, all strats just go out the window, as Definition already gets the kill. Jackal and BB just gets right off on the side. What is going on in here? And one guy is even on the drone hole peeking. What, the stairs? Oh my goodness. Yeah, exactly my point. You throw all the strats out the window when you are watching these two teams play. Get down the adaptations. In terms of that, anything can happen. Now, if you are playing a normal ranking, there's an angle above. Who in their right mind would think that there's a guy taking it through a bullet hole? Cannot predict that. Cannot predict that. Just like DF failing to predict the kind of plays MonkaS would bring, and they have prodded enough to bring it forth in a very decided advantage of 4-2. Four players to 2 players. That is what I meant to say. And the Thatcher will solo push a shield. expect the situation to lighten up even more, apparently, because push the shields while they exist, because that is just how overpowered they are in the recent meta. As Hibana is now left in a 1v4. He's still trying to clutch it though. Normally, if you are a team that is on the losing end, you want to utilize this time to talk it up, talk what happened wrong, try to fix them up. Because this is, as told earlier, the third map. There is no fourth map after this. There is no further lower bracket after this. No lower brackets for you. So you cannot lose this game. You played so hard through all the qualifiers. You get into the top 2 seeds. You come up here. You win one game. And wait, I am not sure if Deimos won their first game. Let me check. Yeah, Deimos actually beat Kira Esports 2-1. So after doing all of that, after investing so much time, just coming up just short in the lower bracket is just very heartbreaking if you are Deimos Force. We do see second floor coming out now, as is foretold by the Lords of Major League side. And same key setup as we've seen in the defense of Deimos Force as well. Now what remains to be seen is that will they play in armory or will they choose to let go of the shield quicker and fall back safely? Because the guy in armory previously, in the strats of Deimos Force, who had Deimos Force, certainly had no escape avenues on for him. That barbed wire should make it abundantly clear that the idea is to let the shield go away and get possibly more intel, but for that barbed wire is slightly ahead, but that is very trivial in nature. I should not be talking about that. So there's an attic tech coming up over there, as you see the ace standing up beside the T2, and there's also the classic bedroom take. So this is the standard take that has been popularized since the map's rework. And that shield, there is actually nobody behind the shield, so all that utility placement will do nothing. So fall back, leave that shield and some ADSs over there, as Ash will get armory. Early round control, very nice in terms of controls. They do get the necessary control to breach the walls. You have trophy control, attic possibly breach. What you do not have is a Blackbeard that doesn't peek into a shield, because Tengu is having a lovely day watching this right now. Just do not peek into a shield. No matter if you are a Blackbeard or not. So the Vector just cleaning off Blackbeard over there, as attic push does seem to be on a stall out, or have they left that push? Okay, so attic push is still up, but it's a lone effort from Ace. That is interesting. Now these angles over there on that double wall will scare him off, because you have to jump that gap over there. And that will make winning the round worth of jumping the gap impossible. So you jump here, throw an angle, and not. You don't have frag grenades, QB. So Snow will actually manage to jump the gap, and that is interesting. Alone, I think the ability to make that happen is amazing. The mistake on MonkaS's part that they are not able to read into the fact that Ace is alone. Ace is already on the kid's rotation now, as there is one more gunfight waiting up for him, but he is very well prepared. Will he able to aim at him on time? No, it's just proving to be a little slow, as the will capitalize upon it. And MonkaS at the very end of the round cleans up shop and makes it. Ace was also carrying the diffuser in this one, so that is weird. And wait, Okay, okay. I am seriously perplexed now because guys, bedroom wall is not breached. How? Alki, was there a kite playing near bedroom? Sorry, near games. Yeah, so as our Mr. Spectator is also equally perplexed as to what happened, the roster of MonkaS will take that second round lead as well and proceed to meeting and kitchen, which certain teams call it the weaker side, but it's a matter of preference. The good thing about this Oregon is that all sides can be played equally well. There is no decidedly poor side. Meeting kitchen is easy to cordon off though, that I will agree on, but you still can work around it. Jora on 11 kills. Oh god, I miss the old Jora. Always used to flag out like this, having a lovely day today. Giving me the good memories of old Jora that flag out non-stop and stop and stop. His upplays, guys, I seem to get nostalgic at this moment in the game, but Jora used to be the standard performer for and MRTG and now UG and couple of more orbs added in there as sprinkles, so he did play really well for them at the moment time. Then he had this relapse period, and now he's rising back to the scale. And not just rising, actually, rising in style. MonkaS did qualify for the mini major this season as well. Stage 1. And in the stage 2 as well, they are in the playoffs. They did manage to defeat one team, as was stated earlier again. But they are certainly winnable. They always seem to get this 5-3 lead. But Deimos Force will always try and claw it back from there. Because Deimos Force is the kind of team that if you do not cut off their members, they're more individually talented players, they will scratch their nails all over and cannot let that happen. Ash is alone in there. Ash, who is crossfiring for you? Oh no. Oh no, that is not good. The big window guy just cannot do anything for this kind of trick. Zofia will also feed herself into the grinder as I move to line gets a steal. The third one. He gets one kill, gets a second kill. Snow. Snow, the standard fragger throughout the series, just will not stop, will not let his team give up. Deimos was still in the fight. In the fight with a sliver of HP, that is. On the mind, but it's kind of symbolic that Snow is in the game, Deimos Force is in the game, but only and also the shields are set up perfectly to deny push. Jaeger just twice. I don't want Candy who was playing Thermite. Seen him playing Thermite before. That is interesting. But in the end, again, like out of all odds, managing to make it a 3v3 above, but the rest of the team just not able to mobilize themselves. The dub is not in their hands as Notorious will pick off fire. He was wide peeking with his PCSG. That's makes the smart decision and decides not to peek the Pengu supported shield. And he will try to see if he can pick somebody off in security. He does make the right decision making. Will he find the Jaeger? Yes, but no, he will find him but not be able to get him as MonkaS proceeds on to match point. MonkaS looking to make their closed quals spot again, closed qualifier spot into the mini major. And Deimos Force, I do not know what is going on with them. That kind of isolated playstyle, you send your one Ash into games, she goes prone, loses that gunfight because she made some apparent sound there. Zofia goes in, does the same thing. No crossfires coming in there. The guy on big window just manages to jump in and gets 2 kills that he absolutely should not be allowed to. But that is so far as it goes for the hopes of Deimos Force making it out through that round. And on match point, there is a Mira coming in. I mean, it is so surprising that Mira, such a capable operator is not even being played when she is unbanned these days. A lot of it has to do with teams being so accustomed to Mira bans that they just do not practice these stats. They will not think of these stats around the Mira window purely because she can get banned quite often. So, Mira on this side, I really hope she does not place it in electrical hatch or the hatch or as well. But in the normal conventional wisdom, if she were to place it facing the laundry stairs at here, that does act like a substantial bunch of intel for you. And also as a safety from the right. And that's all right. I really hope those Mira windows, second one doesn't go to the electrical wall. Yeah, it does. Thanks to Mira. No. Q, P, Q, B, R. That is a double reinforced wall as well. So, yeah, so Deimos person immediately recognizes that Mira window and all of them are like, hey, Mira window, we can open your hatch. Look where they are. Tier 1. Look where they are. Eating. And what happens next? Open the hatch. Exactly as expected. That hatch. Wait. There was a kite actually taking it at its point. Fortunately for them, there's nothing much happening for that kite trick. They will get the hatch open. They will also use the Mira window. But then they have just decided to change their entire thing altogether as they are now pushing the freezers. And some distraction tactics from the hatch as well. Honestly, if Ash drops this hatch, then my so sniper will kill QB. That was from the stairs, a beautiful fire onto the Mira. Boat will get fragged out as I don't know why they're trying a head rush assault on Mira window. That's kind of a bummer. And okay, never mind. Deimos was still managing to get it back, and not really back as all of them die. I really, without the full energy of being in the first map and solo casting it, being able to accurately prescribe what actually went on is the behemoth of a task, as Fireblaze weight used to be a big behemoth for me. So my spectator, Mr. Spectator shares my opinion of sleepiness with me. So, but he will not compromise on the spectating experience, will you? No, he says, Halki says no as he cries out in despair. Um, Only people with slight amount of hope in there is Deimos Force as they are barely hanging on the score of 4-6. Firefly there, he wanted to run away, change his position, but his weight proving to be a menace for him as that 3 armor 1 speed operator just cannot get into supply on time. And Deimos Force managed to win a round based on pure chaos and coordination. Honestly, all of them made that chaos happen together. That is the main deal. Because one by one pushes just don't get you anything. But 2:1 and 3:1 kind of pushes work out for you. So even if you die, doesn't matter. Your teammate is there to support you. In terms of the fallout, you can clearly look at MonkaS Ace right now and just see how much better they are bringing the Mute, the Goyo, the Lucy, or the Jaeger is a staple. Then you have the kind of taking as well. So overall, a very wholesome lineup. Yeah, I think that's a smart decision to drop out that shield inside the trophy because radius and the shield in there. Placing a shield for a side executors will just fare much better for you. Because again, you want to do things that have the higher chance of being successful. And one more thing, one very crucial thing that was previously. Attic was breached, Ace was pushing it solo, and there was no shield to deny Ace push. Bedroom wasn't even able to be breached for some reason. So, if Deimos Force doesn't shuffle their cards, then honestly, this is just worked out purely based on that utility game alone. And as you can see, they have both the Thatcher and the Ace in there, so they do not intend to have one of them rotate out. Hibana is here and this is right to reach the bedroom wall. Now what remains to see, can they get those kite charges in time? I don't think there are any actually vertical kite charge spots for this particular one, but get the Hibana breach done. Previously, in some round, MonkaS also breached that wall and decided to solo push that breach. Deimos Force, when you are on match point, you really cannot afford to make any mistakes happen. I have no clue how they got that shield. I think that is the Ace Selma used to get that shield, as Ace again on a solo adventure will go straight up into Attic and beat the wall. That angle is way too high for him to get much out of it though. Lord forgive me, Jura, but did give you a pixel away and the Ace gave you a bullet away for that, and definitely taken down as well. Now Melusi holding a very long angle with that now nerfed MP5, that nerfed worst weapon. Decidedly low HP as well. The Ash is revived and it's a 2v1 situation. MonkaS at mute below though can make some monstrosity happen. But does not have a C4 though, neither a shotgun. Oh no. Oh. Okay, so apparently it is a pre-play C4, but Deimos Force does not buy into it as they go for a completely different connection. I move to land, will try a retake and connect of the Angel, but that is just not enough as Hibana will swiftly deal with it. As guys, we proceed on to round 12 on map 3. As Mr. Spectator continues to grow more in despair. Well, I mean, we two people in despair is completely fine as long as both the teams are playing with full energy. Meanwhile, I do also want to check up on what happened to the UG versus Hira game. UG swept? Okay. Okay, yeah, but they did that on the second map. Kira won the first map, so now they are on map 3 as well. And it's theme park. I honestly have no clue how that will turn out. I honestly have no clue how this will turn out either, so. Not playing Mira this time. Jura is, so that is a change in role that they needed maybe. The biggest change in role that they need is not to have that Mira window over there. Guys, please do not do that kind of treachery with me. I shall be highly glad. I do appreciate good utility usage and I also despise the lack thereof.
I think that kite charge will not get the match as well. I'm like 60% sure. But that media window, I'm not being proved wrong about that. This time the attackers go for an even more efficient approach, as they will just charge it from blue, I guess, and wait for you to open that. Push blue as you please. But again, see, we see Deimos was doing this